Ladies and gentlemen, near and far, morning, evening, noon, or night, welcome back to BBK Sports. I have a treat for you today, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I have with me the confident, the critically acclaimed, the controversial, the calm, the truth telling. We have, ladies and gentlemen, Tony Claude from Tony Claude TV. Tony, welcome back to BBK Sports, my brother. How are you, sir?
See everyone. See, yeah. Arsenal. See people, yeah. Let's go for the poor people. You guys know my slogan, yeah, people, yeah. For all the true goodness out there, yeah. Po. And you know what, yeah, you know someone else who knows about shooting guns is this man you see down here. Down on TV set down here. Big up to you, brother BBK. It's wonderful popping in for our show, episode 4. When I started this show with you, of course, definitely through the brother we met through, and you know, our styles just matched so well, and it's just nice to just come in here and just knock on that door. But my brother, you've been talking hella, giddy. You've been talking hella smack, my brother, man, and it's only right we do justice to this. It's gonna be a war, We're gonna be on the ring, Gonna take some few swings,
Mhm.
here and there. Try to hit it with a couple of jabs and see how you hold up, and let's see how it goes. People, smash up the likes, people, and show us some love.
Cheers, man. A lot's happened since the last time we streamed, Tony. I think the last time we spoke, transfer window was still open. The fan base was a little uneasy about this guy and that guy. We got our squad. There are conversations that we're gonna have today that's been going on about Arsenal having the deepest squad in the league, the best squad in the league, best goodest chances any to win the league. But let me first ask you on what you think on of what our start to this season was, because in our first 5 games, we lost at Anfield, drew with City at home, and we're 5 points off the top. How were you feeling at that point, based on how the season has started, on your expectations going into the season this year?
You mean before we top the table
Yeah, when we were 5 points off with that
when
slow
we're
start.
5 points off? Yeah,
Hmm.
when we had that slow start. Yeah, see, yeah, one thing you really need to understand was that Arsenal had the hardest opening in the season amongst the top four, this season. Imagine opening your season, with your first 4 matches with a trip down to Anfield.
Hmm.
That's a scary one. uh, that season open at Manchester United in the home of one of our biggest and fiercest rivals in Manchester United. You can say anything about Manchester United season, but one thing you can take away from that particular matchup is the rivalry that exists in that bitter matchup with Manchester United. We went out down there, won the game by 1-0. Went to Liverpool. You know, they escaped. Via a very amazing free kick from Soboslai, and that's just the only game that we've only lost the season. Yeah, we can talk about our approach with that Manchester City matchup. I do think that Mikel Arteta bombed that one all on his own. I thought that if we would have attacked Manchester City and not go there with a defeatist mentality, probably would have won that matchup. Yeah. And
You don't feel the same way about the
when
Liverpool
was
game?
the last time? The Liverpool game. See how many people. I'll throw this back to you, yeah, because I want this to be conversational. Because I've taken one or two notes
Hmm.
from what you said to me in the last stream. I would allow you to take some couple of jabs too. See, my
Okay.
brother, man. When was the last time a team went to Liverpool? In the last 3 seasons. Yeah. I know you quit. You're really good with your history. So when in the last 3 seasons have a team gone to Anfield and actually played attacking football and actually won them?
Uh, See, that question is loaded, and you see, you
No,
see,
no,
you,
no, 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 no,
you
no, no,
see,
no, no, no. We're not doing this. No, 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 no,
oh,
no. BBK, we're
that's
not
what we
doing
do.
this.
No,
When in the last 3 seasons? Okay, good. You know what? Yeah, let's
yeah,
don't
let
even
me
go down
make it
memory
true.
lane. In the
Let me
last two
hold
seasons,
on, no, no,
let me
no, no.
make it
Let
more
me
easier for you.
oh
In the
goddamn,
last two
Tony.
seasons, which
Okay,
team has gone down to Anfield and actually played attacking football? Yeah, attacking effective football and actually
mhm.
beat Liverpool to it at Anfield.
Okay, Tony. Did we win the game or did we lose the game?
Oh, BBK, this is
We
a
didn't win the
simple
damn game,
question.
Tony.
No, BBK, this is a simple question. I,
Oh,
I, I mean, when you do all this footnotes and all this stuff, yeah. I mean, give me footnotes to this, brother,
no,
man.
but see, what you're
When was
doing
the
is
last time a team went to Anfield and played attacking football and actually won that game at Anfield
when was
in the
when
Premier
was the
League?
last time we seen Liverpool look this vulnerable at home? When was the last time we seen them look this
No, no, no,
vulnerable?
no, 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 no. We're not doing that. It doesn't answer the question. Just answer the question.
No,
It's
what you're
simple.
doing is see what you're doing is you're trying to frame the question like the tactics that Arteta did was good. It didn't work. We lost the game.
It's not even about that. I'm just asking. It's a simple question. You don't need to read any external, any external idea out of what I just asked you. It's a
No,
simple question. When
what
was
I'm
the
saying
last
is
time a team went to Anfield, played attacking football, yeah, played attacking football, and actually beat Liverpool to it at Anfield
I'm
of
not
all places?
I'm not saying
It's a
we should have
simple
went
question.
there and opened up and played open expansive football. What I'm saying is we went there and played for a draw. We went there and left Eze on the bench. We went there with Odegaard on the bench and started 3 DMs. We went there playing for a draw. So you don't have to. There was never a time during Man City's run when they were winning Premier League titles when they came to the Emirates and left Kevin De Bruyne on the bench, left their best creative midfielder on the bench. That's what we did at Anfield. You could start 2 DMs in front of the best defense in the world because we have the best defense. The world knows we have the best defense. So why do you need three central midfielders in front of the best defense? What I was asking you is not to lead your best attacking players on the bench. Because if you forward to the Man City game, the 1-1, who came on and unlocked that Man City defense low block? Who came on and chipped that ball over the top of Martinelli? That's what you left on the bench. I'm not asking you to go there and be tiki taka Wenger football. What I'm asking you is not to go there and let this. Okay, Liverpool, here you can have the ball, and we're gonna stink it out for 75 minutes, and then bring on as and try to win the game. Then you go there and you try to win. You know this is a factual statement, Tony. Only Arsenal and Burnley have not scored against Liverpool this season. Every single other team have scored against them. They can be got at. The only games they have not conceded are the teams who played for a draw, teams who deliberately decided not to attack him. They are shaky. They conceded 2 goals to a 10-man Newcastle team just 2 weeks prior. 2 weeks, 10 men. They were up 2-0.
I know, but you have to put perspectives to that. I mean, that was a game in St James Park. When we're talking about Anfield, that's a different ball game entirely.
Yeah,
Even
Arsenal.
during the seasons when Liverpool never won the league, yeah, we go down to Anfield, we struggle. I mean, it's a
Okay.
very very ferocious place to go to.
Okay.
Even you understand this. And again,
No,
see,
no.
see
Tony,
BBK
no, no, no,
Sports,
no, no.
yeah,
Fuck that. No, no. So,
and BB,
Tony. Here's the thing: we have seen Arteta go to Anfield with teams better than this one and not lose. We haven't lost in Anfield in three attempts. The first failed title charge, it was 2-2. We were up 2-0, smoking until Xhaka did the craziness. The following year, it was 1-1. Last year, it was 2-2. So we have gone there with worse teams and did not lose. We started the stream saying this is the best squad, this is the best team we've ever had, and then we can go to Anfield and get a worse result.
see, 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 we still. I think when Liverpool came down to the Emirates, we still beat them in the Premiership. And you know what? Yeah, we still lost the title anyway. So why are we even in that conversation? It's not about who beats who. I mean, we beat Liverpool when they came to our home, and we never won the title. So if we're using it to judge the big one, then I mean that analysis is all flawed. What I
No.
really want to say is to actually just understand that. See, BBK Sport, you need to get to understand one thing right here, right now. Our midfield is going to be rotated. I mean, as an Arsenal fan, yeah, I've already accepted the fact that our midfield is going to be rotated heavily. this season. So, I mean, if you're not ready for our midfield to be heavily rotated this season, then my brother, you sit on a long thing. It's going to be heavily rotated. And you know what? Yeah, I am seriously, seriously, seriously in vibe with rotating that midfield. You know why? Because Arsenal have got a big squad these days.
Tony, it was match
I
week
mean,
3.
it all dates back. I mean, it all dates back to that summer transfer window, my brother, man. I mean, a summer window that you indeed say that we got 4/10. I don't know. You might have, changed, your ideas, from that. See, brother, we're the same. You do change your you do change your perspectives most times. We are cut from the same cloth. We're cut from the same cloth. We're not, different. Things evolve. You're a smart man. Things evolve. Things changes. Sometimes you just have to follow that change. See, Arsenal, you know what? Yeah, you even asked about the start of the season. Yeah, F that 5 points below Liverpool. We're top now, and that's what we're doing right now. Do you know what? Let me give you a perspective to this Arsenal season. This season, least goals conceded this season, least shots on target against us this season, most touches in the opposition box this season, second most goals scored this season, second most XG accumulated this season. You know what? Yeah, I'm not just down here, yeah, my brother. Yeah, to just give you perspectives into all this XG, whatnot, stats, and all this, all that. Yeah, I mean, but even if we have that right now, yeah, the thing is, our defense looks stronger. Our midfield looks at least a little bit okay, than Liverpool. And even if in our attack right now, our striker is in fire on all cylinders. Gyökeres has 3 goals. I mean, he scored a whole of that goal, against Leeds. He hasn't been firing on all cylinders. Then just wonder when the leash has been unleashed on him. And he gets his shooting boots and he starts scoring goals. We have Kai, who is coming back after the international break. We have Madueke, who's coming back, after the international break. We have Nordgaard, who's coming back to the fold. We have Nkapi, who's coming back into the fold after the internationals. Bukayo Saka in the England game yesterday, look at that lovely goal. Man is scoring. Man is breaking records. And it fascinates me that Arsenal fans can't evolve and can't just see what we're doing this season. Can't see that we have a bigger squad this season. I mean, what's the need of having these tools, this weaponry, these weapons of mass destruction, and we can't flex that? I mean, I'm all up for change. In fact, you know what? Yeah, the change we're having with Odegaard mixing things up in that midfield, I really love it because I don't want anyone to feel that they're favorites in this team. If you're on this team, you have to work your way through into that midfield. Odegaard has been mismanaged by Mikel Arteta. We all know that. We all get that perspective. But in the other way around, I'm thinking, you know what? Yeah, I don't want Odegaard to have that kingly right to the throne in that midfield. I want us to mix things up. And now that we have a bigger team and a team that we can actually bring quality for quality, and see, my brother BBK, don't tell me that there's no quality in this team. I mean, we saw Odegaard, yeah. I mean, break that record, yeah. The first player to actually be subbed off in 3 consecutive Premier League matches, yeah. He went off through that injury, yeah, that he got in that West Ham game. Guess who came in? Martin Zubimendi. I mean, that's a luxury to actually lose your captain and bring in someone of like-for-like replacement. I mean, that's what we're talking about. It's what we didn't have 2 seasons ago. It's what we didn't have 3 seasons ago. We didn't have that. This last season we just passed through, we didn't have that. Definitely we didn't have Gyökeres. Then why would you sit down here, my brother, and tell me that there's no perspectives to us actually getting something this season? Why wouldn't you believe that?
No, there's definitely perspective of us getting something this season. But you talk about squad rotation and all this stuff. Tony, Anfield, it was match week 3. No one was tired. No one was overloaded. It was match week 3. Throughout the course of a season, during the fixture congestion, especially in the Christmas time, you will get opportunities to rotate your squad when the Champions League and the FA Cups and all that started. But it was match week 3. match week 3, Eze was not tired. He was not. He was. But I bring that up because those 5 points that we have dropped so far, I put
Do you
those
think Eze is
clearly
playing to?
down
Do
to
you
him.
think Eze is playing to his best? Do you think Eze is playing to his best? To his best
I think
effective
I think he
person as a player? Do you think so?
I think he showed what he was about when he came on against Man City because only him and the team makes that pass. That pass over the top, Tony, if he overhits it, it goes straight to Donnarumma. If he underhits it, it gets the defender. That was a picture
I
perfect
hear
pass
you, but I'm
against.
talking of his overall. I'm talking of his overall gameplay. How you see him play on an
So
Arsenal shirt generally.
yeah, if you
Do
look
you
at
think
the
it's up to what he gives Crystal Palace on a good day?
no, because I think with Arteta shoehorning him out to the left, you won't get the best out of him. He'll still be good there because he's that good of a player. But if you look at his performances against City, his performance against Newcastle, his performance against the team against West Ham when he's in the middle of the park, that's where he is best. And I think he really works. I think Odegaard
What
actually
if
works well off of him.
we say his fitness is not up there in terms of fitness levels?
Wow, his fitness is up there,
And
bro.
don't
He played
and again, don't doubt it because we have Odegaard who has been coming in and out of that midfield. His fitness levels is down the drain. He's injured. Not God, same thing. We have lots of injuries in that team. Why don't you think that maybe Mikel Arteta was actually even trying to, just make sure he kind of like just manage the fitness levels properly of Eze? That's why maybe he didn't just throw him out just like that. I mean, we need to look into perspective. Just because I don't like the manager, definitely people know I don't want the manager to be there. People know that. But just because I don't like the manager, that won't blind my eyes to see perspectives why we should be able to rotate our midfield.
No, I'm all about rotating the midfield. What I'm not about is leaving your best creative midfielder on the bench at the toughest away ground. I don't think you give yourself the best chance to win leaving Eze on the bench, is what I'm saying. But I do think he cost us 5 points. But at this early in the season, we were able to overcome it because, like Darren says, we're top. Like you said, we're top, but it's only by 1 point. We've seen Liverpool over the past 7
Only
days.
by BBK spot. Only by 1 point. I mean, brother.
That's the fact of the situation.
BBK spot. Come on, man.
Here's
Come
why I
on,
say
man.
only.
Only by 1 point.
Yes. Oh, here's what I say only. One, because it's true. Secondly, because we've seen Liverpool in the space of 7 days turn a 5-point lead into a 1-point deficit. A 5-point lead in a 7-day span into a 1-point deficit. So that's how fragile that lead is. If we have a rough November, it could go the other way. Going into the next international break, it could be us on top by 1 point again, 2 points, or we could be looking at Liverpool by 1 point or 2 points. So it's it's very, very close. And a close title race, we any title race, when we were leading the title race, when it's close, hasn't gone well for us. Now, hopefully the boys and the manager has learned from that as we move forward. But what I'm saying on the assembled ask, I'm saying the solution moving forward in tough games is play your best player. Sometimes 3 points is as simple as picking the right team. That's it. All the instructions that he gives on the sideline and landing airplanes and doing all this stuff. Sometimes, Mikel, you can just pick the right team and go sit down and trust these players, because I know for a fact most teams that we go up against, position for position, we have better players.
But again, does that matter now? We're top of the league. It's shown he's more better right now this season. Defensively, we're more. I mean,
but the defense was always good.
We're more. No, but we're more better defensively, bro. We've just conceded one open play goal this season. No, bro, we're good, but we can be better. We still consider goals last season. We were good, but we can be better. And now we've also added Mosquera to that equation. We've added Nkapi to that equation. I mean, our two fullbacks, and now wing backs. Of course, when you talk about Jurgen Timber right back and Ricardo Calafiore, I mean, they're like flying wing backs right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, redefined. I mean, just look. I mean, see, sometimes you need to look into all this perspective here. The better they're helping us, the scoring goals and set pieces will look more better, will look more imperious. I mean, we're ferocious in that defense and will look more better. We have only conceded one open play goal this season. So what's the fuss all about? And we're better. It's just that the midfield hasn't really been ticking. And again, you need to put into perspective that there's injury galore in that midfield. Odegaard has been injured. I still doubt the fitness levels of AZ. I don't think he's fully fit. And maybe that's why we're micromanaging him in some way. But again, people won't put that to perspective. So, and again, the manager has cost this himself. So I don't really blame anyone who would actually say, hey, why are you not really using your best midfielder
Thank you.
You know,
Thank you. That's all I've been asking
I completely get that. I get that argument. But again, you need to come to terms with the fact that you are going to rotate that midfield this season, unless we are going to be left short this season again. If we're going to force these players, push them into that midfield and they get injured, i.e., Odegaard is being forced. Oh, we need that creator to be down there, and we force the guy, and we keep forcing him, and he keeps getting injured. So we need to just have it in our minds down there that we are going to rotate that team this season.
Why is he forcing him then? Because it's not like we need him. It's not like we're rushing Odegaard back because he's been giving us stellar performance.
Come on. But if he puts Merino in that equation, everyone will shout.
Ethan, you see, your mind automatically goes to a DM, just like the manager. No, so when Odegaard got hurt at home against West Ham, I'm thinking he's going to bring on Ethan. Because you're playing 2-10s. You had 70% possession of the ball. That's why he rested Zubimendi, because you only needed one DM in a game like this. But then as soon as Odegaard gets injured, just like when Odegaard got injured against Leeds and Forest, Ethan the ones came on. It was Ethan. But in this game, Odegaard gets injured and you bring on Zubimendi. So he is.
I hear you, but again, you need to micromanage. You need to micromanage their fitness levels. Also, Ethan can't play all these games you're talking about. Last season, when we kept forcing him into games, we saw what happened. Injuries galore. He got injured a couple of times. We brought him on. He got injured. Brought him on. Got injured for a longer time, 3 weeks, and then he came back again. I mean, we have to micromanage the squad that we have right now. Definitely, we have to rotate. And it hurts me that you're not seeing it in that way. But and again, I do understand it, because the manager himself actually has a history of actually bastardizing the midfield with his antics. So I don't really blame you when you come with that kind of mindset. But again, if we need to win the league, that's why we have a big squad. Let's micromanage the squad and let's rotate most of the time according to the fitness levels that's open to us to use in a given day or in a given match day proposal. Let's see what happens. But we have to just have that mindset. The midfield we have right now is going to rotate most of the time.
Yeah, see, G Wills right here said it more eloquently than I could ever said. He said all Arteta had to do was be brave. Just be brave. We have a superior team. You agree? I agree. Just activate, search, and destroy mode. Can you imagine the level of confidence around the team if we went there and put our foot on Liverpool's necks? Bro, they're not that team that you compared them to years ago, brother. These men could have been down 4-0 at halftime to Palace. I'm not exaggerating.
But bro, this wasn't the tone you used in the summer when they were talking about Isaac and these other brothers and Rich. I mean,
Isaac
you talked about Rich coming to Arsenal Football
Club. There.
So what do you mean, BBK? We're just meant to forgive you for all those. I mean, for all those comments you made in the summer, and now all things have become new. You're born again. Come on, bro. We have to put this into perspective. You talked about Liverpool being one of the most complete teams. How about that? So let's face it squarely. You talked about Liverpool. No, brother, you talked about Liverpool being one of the most complete teams. And now it's just funny how you're talking about Liverpool against Crystal Palace. You're not saying that these guys could be walked all over. I mean, bro, it doesn't work in that. It doesn't work in that way, my brother.
Tony, I watched it. I'm not saying what would have or should have. I watched the game. They had clear-cut chances. They could have been down 4-0. to Palace. And don't tell me about Isak. Isak wasn't in the Liverpool squad when we went to Anfield. I predicted a
No,
1-0
no,
win.
I'm referring to what you said about them in the summer. This wasn't what you said about them in the summer. You claimed they were the most complete team in the Premier League. You said that they've actually already won this league, even when you were hearing about Isak, even without going into the league. And it's very, very funny how you call them all these names right now, how they look shaky, how they look suspect, how 4 goals should have gone to the back of the net. Right now, no, they've bowed under the pressure. They didn't buy quality players, unlike Arsenal that invested in quality players and in weapons of mass destruction that has made our team look more better this season. I mean, we could carry all that grudge. I've carried all that grudge with Arteta onto this season, but Berta changed the situation. It brought in players that we do need. I do think we have the most complete squad in this league right now. I don't care what anyone says. We have one of the most complete squads in this league right now. Quality for quality, we have it. At least we have 2 players in every position that we can bring in that's quality for quality. So, I mean, I will listen to you, but I mean, let's put perspective to what we're talking about, my friend.
Tony, what's the point of having these weapons of mass destruction like Eze if they're on the bench in a must-win game away at Anfield?
Oh, come on,
big
man.
Up to the
So
assembled.
It's the big up to the assembled. So Eze not playing at Anfield is the end of the game? Is the end of the Premier League?
No, it cost us 3 points.
Game. I mean, we lost to Liverpool, but we're top of the league now.
Okay, so if we lose the league to 3 points,
does this make sense? We beat Liverpool when they came to the Emirates, but we lost the title either way. I mean, it doesn't make sense. So when we pick all these one games that actually lay a whole lot of ramifications for us, in which I do understand that. Yeah, it won't do us any good. Let's start from here right now and look at what we're doing right now. We have a team that could actually wrestle this league title from Liverpool. I mean, I know you know more about boxing, my brother, man. I mean, there was a year, in the 80s, when Riddick Bowe was the WBC champion. You know, I know you like boxing, so definitely I'm just going to say people. This is a big stern warning to Liverpool. I mean, and Riddick Bowe was to face Lennox Lewis, the British champion at the time, the upcoming British champion at that time. And, man has already bastardized lots of all these, big mouths in the game. And I mean, Riddick Bowe was like, okay, Lennox Lewis, I'm not going to fight you. And then he called up a press conference with his manager and just threw the WBC belt into the burning furnace. You know what, Liverpool? That's what you to do this season, yeah. Just go and throw that title, yeah. I mean, just abandon it. You don't need to be a coward, yeah, like Riddick Bowe, yeah. Just throw that title into the burning furnace, and Arsenal will pick it up at the end of the season. See, our defense is imperious, yeah. See, we have a ferocious defense. Our midfield has options down there. We've not even talked about Dorman even playing this season, quite well, yeah. But we have options. Odegaard goes down, no worries, no cries. Zubimendi comes into the midfield and steps up the play. Declan Rice is down there. He's fit, he's good, he looks dangerous. He's moving towards that six. If we needed him as a 6 in that game, he started as a 6 in that game against West Ham, and we still changed stuff when Zubimendi came on. He controlled the game. The cadence of the game was controlled. See, people, Gyökeres hasn't started scoring right now. Imagine when that uptick comes with Gyökeres. We have the most complete team, my brother. See, people, Kai Havertz is still coming back to the team. Nordgaard is still coming back. Nkapie is still coming back. Why would you tell me that there's no perspective to us winning the league? Why would it be a gimmick? Or why would I be giddy? I mean, yeah, that was the word my brother used yesterday. Why would I sound so giddy when we have all these weapons of mass destruction that are coming back and our team looks more complete, and Liverpool can't even make use of the most expensive signing in British history? I mean, come on, bro.
Okay, so Tony, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Big up to Suge, by the way. Big up to Suge for the super chat.
Big up Suge. Big up Suge. God bless you, my brother.
So it said big up to Tony and the chat. Hit the likes and subscribe. Now the Suze goes on to cookie right here because Suze goes on to say it's concerned while we've improved our squad, our tactics haven't changed. Why play 3 defensive players if the defense is so strong? Oh shit! You see, because Bertha can give him all the players he wants to, Tony, but Bertha can't pick the lineup for him. That is one line that a sporting director or a director of football will not cross. I'm going to give you all the players, but you are the coach. Right? I'm going to give you all these players. Don't tell me in match week 3 that you need this heavy of a rotation that you're going to put your best creative player on the bench. Because, okay, Tony, question. What team in the Premier League Eze doesn't start?
No, but again, that question was answered. I answered that question.
Okay.
I'm telling you about the concerns. No, I'm telling you about the concerns about injuries. That was why I asked you a direct question. Do you think Eze has been playing to the best of his abilities? The answer is no. We can talk about, him coming in here and there, showing a bit of quality. I don't think Eze is playing to the best of his qualities due to fitness issues. That's what I think. And again, it's a proven fact when you look at Odegaard. He has been in and out of games this season due to injury. We try to push these people. We sit back and say, oh, why is the manager not doing this? Why is he not doing that? But again, when he's trying to protect the midfield in itself by allowing this player to try to get back to full fitness, we the fans are saying, no, you know what, yeah, let's put them down there. And then he puts the most our player that we believe is the guy that creates most in the team, he pushed him back into the team, and then he gets injured yet again. So there's that imbalance in that team. And don't tell me you don't know that Notgard is injured. Don't tell me that you don't know that Nkape is injured, because Saka had his own spell, down there at the injury treatment table. Madueke is injured. Bro, we need to put perspectives into these injuries and the problems they're going to cause for our team if it's not managed properly. So you can sit down there and say, you know what, yeah, let's have this attacking base team to just come in, play week in, week out, without putting that perspective to, oh, we now have a big squad. We actually need to rotate this team just a little bit so that the fitness levels could be maintained. It's better we do it like that than just keep going on cruise control, and that cruise control can actually put you in trouble later on when these injuries come piling up.
Okay. I put those 5 points that we have dropped squarely down to the manager, right? Now, fast forward 2 weeks, we're on top of the league, right? Now there's this consensus going around. Oh, he's learned, he's adapted, he's learned from his mistakes. And I'm like, hold up a minute. Let's not pretend like starting Eze in the middle of the park is a difficult decision to make. Because if I ask you, Tony, what Premier League team does Eze not start for?
He starts.
He starts for most teams. Yeah. You're right. Right. So that's how good he is. And when he came on at the Emirates, we were in a deficit. City took Haaland off. They were full-blown defensive, 2 banks of 5. And he was still able to unlock that. I want to see us give most Premier League teams a heavy dose of that. Right. Mm-hmm. And when you do that, I guarantee you're going to see us with more opportunities to rotate, because games will be done by the hour mark. And then you have a whole nother flexibility of rotating. Now you can give Ethan some minutes. With our defense, we're not conceding 4 goals.
But Odegaard got injured in the first 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But I'm talking about muscular injury.
Come on, man. Let's put perspective into this.
Tony, I'm talking about
it doesn't work in the way you just say it.
He collided with someone, Tony. It's a shoulder injury and a knee injury. These aren't muscular injuries, right? These aren't muscular injuries or ACLs in that. These are collisions happen. When Saliba rolled his ankle at Anfield, I wasn't concerned about it. It happens. I was more concerned about Benjamin White's injury, because the listed on the injury report was physical discomfort. That means they don't know what it is. It's, you know what I'm saying? But when an ankle roll, it happens. We all play ball. That happens. What I'm saying is, you can't be going into games where you're like, okay, I'm going to rest this guy hoping he doesn't get injured. Meanwhile, you have you rush soccer back and you play soccer all the time when you have Ethan and you have Max Diamond. Like you have other options. But it seems like no matter how of a overload some guys have, they play. But then Eze is on the bench when in games where we need to win. Because if we went to Anfield or we against Man City, we started Eze and we lost the game 3-2 or blah blah blah. I'm okay because then you actually gave yourself the best chance to win. But when I see you actively playing for a draw, I'm like, that's not the way you win a title, man. You have to knock them out. With the boxing analogy.
I agree with you.
We were given a great opportunity and we fluffed it. But international break.
I agree with you. I'm just saying, pay attention
Mm-hmm.
to the injury connotations that we should be thinking about, because injuries have derailed our season. That's all I'm talking about. You need to put perspective into that. I mean, 3 seasons ago, Saliba got injured. Tap, tap, boom. That's our season went down the drain. The other season, I mean, was it last season or so? Gabriel Magalhaes got injured. Tap, tap, boom. Season gone. Season gone. Saka off. Season gone. This is what I'm talking about. So we have to be prepared that this season we would have to rotate heavily. So if you're an Arsenal fan that just wants to sit down there and see a certain first 11 come to play, I'm sorry, you're gonna be disappointed. You're gonna get heartbroken this season, yeah, because you have to rotate. And again, I see someone like a Slot rotating, and no one says anything. I mean, since the start of the season, Szoboszlai has been playing in right back position. No one has said anything. It's like, oh, that's good. I mean, that's a thing of champions when he scored that goal against Arsenal. But when it's Arsenal that's doing all this rotation and all these things, yeah, just to make sure that I don't know I'm not in Mikel Arteta's mind. I think he has his own reasons for doing that, but I see reasons in terms of fitness levels why we should be rotating the squad and why the squad shouldn't be how Arsenal fans want it to be every week. I see perspective to that.
He's rotating Szoboszlai. He's playing Szoboszlai at right back because Frimpong's been shit. It's not rotation. He's not rotating because he's managing. He's playing him
out of. But again, he's playing him out of position. It's playing him out of position. Szoboszlai is being removed as a big muscle in that Liverpool midfield, and it has made them weak. It's made them weaker this season. McAllister is having a drab season this season, bro. Look at the midfield; it's in shambles. It's in all shambles. And and
this is the team you were scared to attack. And this is the team you were scared to attack. Yeah, you see how you walk right into it. This is the team that you so-called was scared to attack, Tony. What are we doing?
But bro, it's at Anfield, though. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, you could say all these things. Yeah. But it wasn't Anfield, though, that Crystal Palace won against Liverpool. It wasn't Anfield, though.
Tony, what
Chelsea
team looked
beat
like
Liverpool? It wasn't at Anfield, though. When they go to Anfield, even if Liverpool is such a shitty team, I doubt to see wins against them at Anfield, Tony, no matter how shitty they are.
What team looked like they had a better attacking prowess at Anfield? Arsenal or Bournemouth?
I think Bournemouth showed more. Oh,
exactly.
You're doing this to me, but no problems, man. No, see, bro, I'm seasoned, bro. It's no problem. I can get through the storm. There's no problem, bro.
How can Bournemouth go there and go 2-0 down and get back into the game?
Bro, I want you to see the form of Semenyo. Bro, what are we talking about? What are we doing here? I want you to see the form of Semenyo.
Okay, so Bournemouth is a better team than Arsenal.
And see, bro, see. Arsenal just assembled a new attack this season, bro. Gyökeres just walked into our football club. Yeah, Kai Havertz was already injured at the start of the season, bro. So you saying or you talking about our attack, man? You just brought in Madueke, who has actually been playing, but he's not part and parcel of this team all of a sudden in how many games. We're talking of a Bournemouth team and a Bournemouth attack that has actually played together for maybe now 2 seasons now. And they're looking good because they've added more and more players to that attack, and it's looking more better. They have a Van Nielsen down there who I think, in my own analysis, is a very, very, very intelligent player. Fast, pacey. I mean, he goes doggedly for that ball. They have Semenyo who could actually score worldies like that, yeah, from the wings. He could play in the left, play at the right. I wonder why he wasn't bought by Arsenal this summer. Throw that all away. I mean, they have a good manager too, a more seasoned manager who I do believe in. Bro, I see perspectives to why Bournemouth could actually play more attacking football than Arsenal did at Anfield.
Yeah.
And
So what
they're
I'm
playing
saying
with
is,
their handbrakes off. They're playing with their handbrakes off. They have nothing to lose. So they can go at Liverpool the way they like. Arsenal, by the way, can't just go off on Liverpool the way we like.
no, what I'm saying is they didn't go to Anfield and play like cowards. We did, right?
I hear
And
you.
cowards don't win
Yeah, true,
champions.
true. I agree to that. I agree.
Yeah.
There's no questions about that.
Yeah, and you're not gonna win this league being coward. You know, sometimes you just have to knock the food out their hand and be, you know, you can't be the nice guy all the time. But
I mean, you can be a coward. You can be a coward in a game to kind of like make sure that you don't get injured or you don't get injured players all over your team in the next 2, 3, 4 games.
No. You can be cautious.
So, I mean,
you can be cautious. You can't be cowardly. Coward, because the thing is, when you're cowardly, when you're being coward, the other team smell blood. The other team smell fear.
I get you, but you can be a fool for one game and gain like 3, 4 games on the run. And that's what we actually did. And that's why we're top of the table and they're not.
Tony, when Van Dijk and Konate and the Liverpool faithful looked at that Arsenal team sheet and saw Eze on the bench and saw Moreno in the midfield, sigh of relief. They want that. They want that. That's
why I asked you that question. What if Eze was not fit enough to play? What if he wasn't 100%?
He just played in the Community Shield. He just played against Chelsea. He actually scored a goal against Chelsea that VAR chalked off.
What about fatigue? What about an aching ACL and aching?
Now you're making up shit.
Aching ankle. No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying because you're not private to all this news, and you know that our manager is such a shitty manager that he actually hides all these things. It's the one that comes out that we're seeing this other guy's one look so gross and so dirty right now because it can't hold no more. It can't hide those injuries no more. That's why we're seeing these things. We can't hide in Copy's injuries no more because it's laid out for us to see. Madueke, it's laid out for all to see. So what about the ones that we don't see? You and me talked about this at the start of the season about Jurien Timber and how this manager used Jurien Timber even when he was injured. Jurien Timber even came out and said on his own that Mikel Arteta actually hit the fact that he used him through pain and through injury at the tail end of last season. So why are me and you actually arguing this fact? Because it's true that this manager covers up a lot of things. So why don't you think that Eze wasn't fit enough to play in that game?
Tony, there's a guy in this chat that knows more about Liverpool than you and I. And he just put a comment and I just put it on the screen. LFC Monster just told us that Arteta was coward at Anfield. Liverpool were there.
Come on, man. This is a Liverpool fan. He's a Liverpool fan. Come on, we're top of the league. Bro,
so he knows Liverpool more than we do.
Bro, this is straight hating, bro. It's straight hating, bro. We're top of the league. I mean, they can't bear it. Come on, bro. Don't do this, bro. LFC, LFC Monster, I respect you, bro. Don't take it serious, but I know that's coming out of jealousy. Yeah, you beat me. Yeah, you won me. I get that. That's at Anfield. And you know what? Yeah, no one cries losing at Anfield. With a special free kick considered. Yeah, because I do think that free kick was a very special goal. Yeah, but again, we're top of the league. Yeah, and your team looks. Your team looks drab. McAllister's had a horrible start to the season. Szoboszlai has been, the muscle you had in midfield has been taken away and now he's playing right back. that Frimpong thing isn't working. Cut it out. Cut it out. How about your own team? I mean, you can talk all about my own team, but your own team is sacred. Why? Why is your own team sacred? There's a whole lot of issues with your own team. Salah is misfiring. He's in the Salah of last season. And man is going to AFCON. Don't forget that. I mean, there's a whole lot of perspective, LFC Monster, that you should be thinking about. Arsenal is the least of your problems. What you should be thinking right now is actually handing that title and just putting it in a burning furnace, because we're coming to get that title, bro. And there's no cowardice about that, bro. We're top of the league. We had a hard. See, people, you know what? Yeah, okay. Let me put you into perspective, bro. Which team had the hardest start of the season, bro?
Shouldn't matter. Everyone plays everyone twice.
Oh, shouldn't matter.
It
Really?
shouldn't. No, before the schedule even came out, I said I want wins, because we have to win at these grounds, bro. We have to win at these grounds. Someone put in the chat earlier talk about injuries on the Wenger had 5-6 injuries. In 2002 we won the league at Old Trafford with Thierry Henry on the bench injured. You got to win at these grounds, bro. And that was as good a time as any to win. So you think we're going to win it, yeah? You think we're going to win the Premier League this year?
Bro, if Trailer Park Saeed came out on the stream day before yesterday, bro, this is the guy that really doesn't like us. And says he sees perspective to why he's changing his mind and giving Arsenal the win. No, that's a podcaster extraordinaire in this space. Yeah, if he's saying it, what's bad if I say it? And it's a Mancunian, and that's a real Mancunian, bro.
I'm legit
what is mad? Because he sees perspectives this season. Arsenal have an impregnable defense. Our midfield has options, yeah, and Gyökeres isn't even really firing. What about when he starts firing, brother? What about when he starts firing? We have Eze, who was brought into this football club and he's just playing at 50%. What if we get the Eze, yeah? The maxed Eze. How about that? Yeah? Yeah? The Balaclava Eze, the shooter, the gunner, yeah? The weaponry, the weapon of mass destruction. Yeah? What if we get him at 90%? What if we get Gyökeres, who we do know has individual, prowess? When he starts scoring goals, what happens? And you know what? Yeah, Liverpool. If you just mentioned Van Dijk and the rest of them. Yeah, bro. Come on, man. Yeah, bro. Have you seen the meme of Van Dijk everywhere? I mean, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. I know you're a masculine man. Yeah, bro. I mean, I don't want my defender. Yeah, to be defending like Jay Boogie. I mean, you see Caicedo. People, wait. Oh, LFC monsters come for me. See, people, yeah. I mean, bro, let's put this into perspective. I mean, these people are comparing Konate and Van Dijk to Gabriel Magalhaes and Saliba. And, bro, look at the stinkers, bro. I mean, that conversation shouldn't even be on the table. We can talk about trophies all we want, but when we're talking of defensive solidity, bro, remove that. Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes are the best in Europe right now. And that's why Arsenal have only considered one open play goal in the league all season, people.
All right.
Bro, not even in the league. I mean, in all competitions, bro.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, Tony. I never had any issues about our defense. Our defense is what it is, and we know that. But why do you think Gyökeres is not firing yet?
Bro, see, that's why I always say this league is a humbler. Sometimes you need to, you just need to try to, just hit the ground running. I mean, it's good to see someone like Ekitike hit the ground running, yeah, but that's because he has the apparatus down there helping him out. Yeah, and again, he's dealt with the physicality of the league. Yeah, that's almost kind of like similar to Arsenal, similar to the Premier League, and that's the French League on. The French League on, they're physical in that league. I think he's really built that momentum physically to be here, and that's why he's doing what he's doing. However, Gyökeres, we do know, is just a systematic tweak, and things will fall in place. He has that individual quality to carry us. I mean, I have no doubt in him, definitely. But the thing there is, I want to see a bit of competition come up for him. I want Kai Havertz to sit down on that bench and Gyökeres to know that, hey, I have someone who is sitting on that bench and is the manager's favorite. The manager would stop at nothing to hack me off games to bring
Mhm.
this guy in. And just when that competition is down there, just maybe, just maybe something might happen. Sometimes it's good you give a knock to this midfielders. Zubimendi had a straight one-way ticket to that midfield, but when he sat on that bench, when he came on, I mean, you saw what happened here. These are perspectives. We need competition all across positions, and let's see what happens. I have no doubt about Victor Gilkeres. When he sees competition coming, he'll straighten out. He'll straighten out.
So you think he's gonna come good? Yeah.
He's straighten out. He's straighten out. He's straighten out. And again, I think tactically, Mikel Arteta is suffocating him. Is getting him to do all those other rigmarole and what Kai Havertz was getting to do. I mean, this is where me and you are similar, and I do agree to this fact that Mikel Arteta has actually stifled Gyökeres. But again, in the last two matches, I've seen Martin Odegaard kind of like get to release him, just a little bit. Passes are starting to get to Victor Gyökeres just a little bit. Like in the first half of that West Ham game, I saw a couple of, passes to him, where he was even in that Champions League match, where he would be able to get in behind defenders. Is just only his final touch that's really betraying him right now. But again, I'm not even really mad about it because tactically, people know me. I hate talking about tactics. But when we get to tactics, I can still hold my own. I mean, sometimes when you look at the dynamics of Victor Gyökeres in this team, he has actually released someone like Bukayo Saka because we used to see last season, that Bukayo Saka, even 3 seasons ago, 2 seasons ago, we keep seeing a player like Bukayo Saka being doubled up on 2 players, 3 players, doubled up on Bukayo Saka, and man can't even play. But right now, it's just good because of the reputation that Gyökeres has as a player and how physical he is. Oh, definitely. It takes 2 to 3 players to actually outmuscle him and stifle chances for him. So the
Mhm.
goals that he should actually be getting, and he's not getting, are due to players doubling up on him, and space is being released down there on the right hand side for Bukayo Saka to actually cut in and do 1 or 2 tricks. And that's also what we also have someone like Eze when we do think of releasing him from the left hand side. More players, more resources of the opposition will be geared towards actually containing Victor Gyökeres because of his physicality, his reputation, and what he brings to the table, his hold-up play, and all the things he does in the team. And to just kind of like just free up these other guys, and because Saka is now getting on his shooting boot. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, BSM said, do you think Liverpool are going to improve or decline over the next 2 months? And I kind of get where he's getting at. 1 point behind us. If they click and put a run of games together, like, do you trust that Arsenal can take our game to another level? Because though our performances have been good in bits and parts, I don't think we've been great this season. And I don't know if I trust this bunch of players to flip a switch to go to another level. For example, the Champions League game we played at the Emirates versus Olympiacos looked comfortably in the end with the 2-0 scoring that. But I don't think that performance gets you a 2-0 win versus Atletico or Bayern Munich. And we absolutely need to win those games. I want to see us use the level. I want to see us the level that we're going to need to beat an Atletico and the level that we're going to use to beat a Bayern. I need to see us perform at that level versus the Fulhams and the West Ham.
Are you afraid of an Atletico Madrid team when we
Yes.
smacked up a Real Madrid team in the
I'm scared of them.
finals of the Champions League? Bro, why are you scared of all this? Why are you scared of all these teams? Arsenal can hold their own against any team in the world, bro. See, and you know what?
You don't have any concerns about Atletico,
bro. Why should I have concerns about Atletico? We can go head to head with this monster. We can. We can go head to head with this man. We can. We
And
can
Bayern?
bow for bow. Yeah, we can go. Bayern, I'm a little bit, I have questions to that because we have Hurricane, scoring fire on all cylinders. I have concerns about that Bayern Munich team. But all this Atletico, all the Spanish team, bro, I thought we put this to rest. Like these teams in Europe, when they come against us, they kind of like, shudder just a little bit. I mean, just a little bit. You know that we saw perspective into this last season in the Champions League. I,
Bro,
I mean, we saw this.
I think Atletico were a really good team, bro. I think you're grossly underestimating Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. They can raise their level, you know.
No,
And I've seen them do it.
again, there's no doubt about raising their level. I completely agree to that.
Yeah, but
But
don't
when
you
they when they play Arsenal, it's a total different game. We're gonna pass the ball around. We're gonna be
Mm.
more solid defensively. The only problem is would now be our midfield, to which you've made complete sense about, that rotation. And I hear it. I see perspectives to why you want, a more creative player to be tucked in, with the other resources we have there defensively. But again, when we come to this kind of games against Atletico Madrid, where it's going to be tight in the middle, you know, then you might really need to play this defensive midfielders that are actually taking a pop at. You know, Again, it's just good to just have, you know, a vast network of midfielders around for you. Innit?
All right, cool. So our next 4 games, right? I'm expecting wins. I'm expecting W's. We don't leave London for the month of October. Every game we play is in London, right? I'm
Yeah,
expecting
bro.
wins against Fulham, Palace. Uh, it's time to go on a run, yeah? If we're gonna put some daylight between us and Liverpool, I'm looking at wins. We can't be dropping points. Because this team has proven that, we're not the type to chase down another team. So I believe that we were
Yeah.
supposed to start strong and maintain. We didn't start as strong as I thought we would because we dropped 5 points in our first 5 games, and I didn't like that. I'm not gonna lie, that annoyed me. We're not gonna go back there, but looking forward to the
You
next 4 or
like
5
you
games.
like you like to highlight that 5 points. Oh
Yeah,
my days, bro.
because
When it was time to
Tony,
highlight the 1 point, you saw how you said it. Oh my days. But when it came to highlight the 5 points, you saw how brazen you were when saying it.
yeah,
I'm
tell
sorry
you
for
what.
cutting it.
If we lose the league by 3 points, you will care as much as I do that we were 5 points behind. Because you can look
Exactly,
back
bro.
at those points. You can look back at those points and be like, That's where we lost the league." They say you can't win the league in August, but you can damn sure lose it. There are
Mm,
psychological messages that you can send. When we go to Craven Cottage next week and we line up in the tunnel and those Fulham guys look over and they see Gabriel and Saliba, they're like, "Oh man, we'll be lucky if we score against this bunch."
yeah.
Psychological message that you can send. But when they were looking across that tunnel and they were seeing man like Mustafi and Bellerin and shit, it was like, yeah, we can get at these men. So we've come a long way from that. I'm expecting if Gyökeres does not score in these next 4 games, I'm stunned. I'll get worried. I'm concerned right now. I'm not worried yet, but I think he needs service. He has never pretended to be a guy that can pick the ball up, dribble 3-4 men, and put it in the corner. We know his profile. We know what he is, right? So when he is on the pitch and Gyökeres and Eze is not on the pitch to create service for him, then he looks lost.
Mm.
So when I don't like him being up there trying to be defensive and wrestling with players. Now I need him being on the end of crosses like at Nottingham Forest, like Olympiacos game, because you would look at the stat sheet, you will see a big chance created for Odegaard, and you won't see an assist. But that goal that Martinelli tapped in was all him,
It was all
wrestling on
him. It was all
defenders.
him. Yeah.
Yep, being able to get a strong shot off with his weaker foot.
But you think it's been doubled up on though?
Yeah,
Do
but
you
he can
think it's
handle
been
that.
doubled
'Cause
up
no
on?
one else in that squad can do that. No one else can hold off 2 center backs. Boom,
Mm.
boom, cyborg,
Boom,
and
boom.
get a
Yeah.
shot off. And the keeper can, So he is useful, but that's what we need him to be. I need him running at the goal, not with his back to it, trying to hold up the play. And I think
Yeah.
with Eze in the pocket, finding those spaces, we'll
Hmm.
we'll get the best of Gyökeres. But Eze has to be on the pitch
So
with him.
so you do believe in our weapons of mass destruction. I mean,
Yeah, but
it's
yeah, I
just
don't want
good
to
to
see him on the
see,
bench.
man. I mean, you believe in it. But when I see you in these shows, I mean, it doesn't really look like, you really believe that this man can actually, can actually cut it. Bro, see, let me put you on the spot. Let me put you on the spot. I mean, I do this to Bant, yeah. That's why Bant get tired of me most times, yeah. I mean, I know you two get tired of me most times. I know you get a headache after our show, but I mean, it's just me, yeah. Come on, man. See, do you think that with what we have right now, with our squad, with everything we've got, yeah, with all the options we have to our disposal, do you think we can win a major trophy this season?
Of course. Of course.
People,
Of course. Tony,
people,
if I didn't,
don't
if I
let
didn't,
Shane hear this. Don't let User Sports hear this, bro. Come on, bro.
Really?
This is between me and you. People,
Tony,
block this show from Shane. Block it from Shane.
Tony, I go on Shane's
Block
channel
it from
every
Shane,
Thursday.
people.
I go on Shane's channel every Thursday and predict wins. I've yet to predict the Arsenal loss this season. I've yet every show that I've been on. Here's the thing, Tony. If I didn't believe the team was good to win, I wouldn't have no reason to be mad at Arteta. If the team was shit, I'd be like, you know what, a top 4 this year, get us playing better football. Cool, but I cannot let this bunch of players leave Arsenal or go through their prime and start to decline without having something to mark how good they were.
Yeah,
I believe the team is good.
Yeah.
Now, unlike a lot of people, I actually consider the FA Cup a major trophy. I don't know about some, man, right?
It's still a major.
Yeah. So if we leave, like I'm on record of saying, as much as I want Arteta gone, if we do a domestic double this year, I'm shutting up. If we clean up the FA Cup and the EFL, I have to be quiet. I can't sit here and lambaste him for not winning trophies that he delivers 2. And I'm like, oh, he still needs to go. Now, to the people who say if he does win and they still want him gone, I'm okay with that. I'm not here to change their mind about that either. But I do concede the point that a Premier League title is difficult to win. However, I believe we're good enough to win it, despite Arteta doing craziness like leaving Eze on the bench for games that I clearly believe that he could be better on the pitch, creating chances for Gyökeres. Because Gyökeres not going to get chances with Marino, Rice, and Odegaard behind him. And it's none of their faults. I don't blame any of those guys for that because they're being played and they're being asked to do something that they haven't done. I don't even blame Kai Havertz when he comes onto the pitch. Kai Havertz has never scored 20 goals a season in his life, ever. He didn't score 20 goals the entire time he was at Chelsea. So when he came to us, I'm like, no, I'm not going to blame him for that. I'm going to blame the people who thinks he can be something that he has never pretended to be. Yes, I think.
But now you brought that Kai Havertz thing into perspective. Now, I mean, we've seen Gyökeres struggle in this team with Mikel Arteta in it. So now, does that conversation now shift from okay, Kai Havertz isn't really as shitty as we thought he was because Gyökeres, who has a better reputation in Europe, bang here, bang there, has come into the team and can score more goals under this manager's system. So Kai Havertz even being our highest goal scorer last season in the Premier League, doesn't necessarily translate to say, he's actually shit. Because we can now really see that the best of the best can't even work in this manager's system. So what was the reasoning of demonizing Kai Havertz last season?
Yeah. Kai Havertz came to this team and showed us his level, which the same level we saw at Chelsea, 11 or 13 goals. That won't win us the league, right? The thing with Kai Havertz is the stick that Kai Havertz get from the fans is that it was a pointless signing. On the back of the 2022-2023 season when we failed to win the Premier League, someone at Arsenal thought, while we were competing with Man City with Haaland, who's scoring 40 goals a season, someone made a decision that Kai Havertz was the answer to bridging the gap between us and Man City, and I think that decision was wrong. I think that was absolutely wrong. Big up to the chat. Chat's been on smoke, not ignoring the chat.
Big up to the chat.
Going through them, I'm reading them. They're relevant to the conversation and I'm highlighting them. Big up Gunner for Life said we can compete, but will Arteta get things right? I doubt it. And those doubts are well and fair because he has got so many decisions wrong. You are well in your right to doubt him. Big up to Godfrey all the way from over.
Big up Godfrey.
Big up BBK and Tony. Love. LFC Monster again said Tony is such a great guy. Just needs to take Arteta shave rose tinted glasses off just for a bit. Take just a little bit, Tony. Just a little bit. Yeah. But we
big ups, LFC Monster. Big ups.
Yeah. Big up to Boy 10 said, please step out of the time machines, gentlemen. We are not in 2019. We aren't dropping these games. But we've dropped 5 points.
Exactly. Boy, I mean, see, bro. I mean, I love that comment, man. I love that comment. See,
Yeah, I'm sure you
see,
do. I'm sure you
this
do.
is the thing. This is the thing. Things change, things evolve. This is the truth. I've been in that fight with my brothers, the Southern Goon bands, even my brother down here. You know, I've critiqued Mikel Arteta, yeah, with all his, shambolic doings. But again, man, see, we have individual players that can actually just help us out this season, bro. I mean, and that's down to Andre Beta. I mean, we can't shut that out. We brought 8 signings that would actually help us out this season. Nkape is coming in. We're gonna see what he brings to the table. Mosquera has made our defense more competitive and more stronger. So right now, I said if Liverpool loses Van Dijk, who comes in? Bro, who comes in?
Yeah,
Gomez.
that's a valid point. Valid.
Gomez comes in. Okay. Good people. I'm just saying, what do you think about Gomez? Really? Gomez, really?
I mean, he's not the levels. He's not Van Dijk levels.
He's not the levels, in it. Good. Okay.
Nowhere
Good.
near.
Okay. No problem. Good. Liverpool loses Salah down to the AFCON. Who comes in to help them out? Who? Really?
Well,
Really?
the way Salah's playing right now, I kind of want him to stay because he might go to AFCON and find form.
People, this is what we're talking about. But my brother down here gave Liverpool nearly up to 8/10 in the transfer window. Bro, and people, I'm not capping here. I'm not capping. I mean, I like to exaggerate things, but I'm not capping. My brother here gave 8/10, and people, I'm not slagging it off. I'm just saying at the time, that's what he thought. But things change. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you have to move with those change at times. Arsenal signed players that have actually become fast impact into this team. And when we see others that will come in, I mean, apart from some signings like Nordgaard and some senseless signings that we had, I thought Madueke was senseless at the time. But right now, I mean, he hasn't really put up a bad performance yet. So, I mean, all these things is until the end of the season that we can really critique these things here. But I mean, under no circumstance, brother BBK, can we say that the signings that we've had have not had an impact this season, on Arsenal? The main ones that we brought in. I mean, come on, man. Look at the game against Newcastle. I was waiting for you to say. I mean, when Liverpool, this was the thing, yeah. When Liverpool, yeah, won against Newcastle at St. James Park. I mean, I watched some of your shows, my brother. You know, I heard what you said about it. Oh, Liverpool. I mean, that's different. And you know how my brother does it, yeah? He pulls up the mic, yeah, and that's the difference. Yeah, I mean, people, brother BBK, yeah, when he goes slow and solo, yeah, and that's the difference, yeah. I mean, that's champion stuff. Bro, how about Arsenal going to St. James Park and winning Newcastle down there 2-1? And no one is giving us champion stuff. No one is saying, oh, that's a thing of champions. Bro. I mean, it's like a brick wall completely meets Arsenal when Arsenal does the same thing that Liverpool actually has done, people, this season. Not apart from this season, bro. And that's why we're top in the league. And that's why they're licking the wounds. And you know what? They will lick those wounds more when they play against the versus rivalry Manchester United. I mean, people, that man is under, Amorim is under real pressure. He doesn't want to lose this game. Come on, bro. Come on, man. So I'm really looking at Liverpool dropping points. And I mean, if Kanate and Van Dijk, I mean, are defending like Jay Boogie. I mean, the way they defended against Chelsea. I mean, brothers, I want more of that. I mean, people, I want more of that, people. Let it be, and so shall it be. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen, people. It will be like that. And Arsenal have all these London derbies, and thank God we have all this antidote here to actually find pocket spaces and malhandle all these teams that decide to keep a low block this season. Leeds, West Ham. I mean, we have the weaponry to actually outbox and outfox all these teams that literally kept low blocks last season and stifled us off points. Look at this West Ham team. last season. You saw what happened. Took points away from us. Two back-to-back matches they played at the Emirates, taking points from us, derailed our season as well, and derailed our title credentials last season also. This season, nowhere to be found. Even if Arsenal didn't play up to 80% of what I think we can give in that matchup, we still won that matchup against West Ham, and we're going to be facing Fulham and all these little clownish teams that want to come up and stifle us. We have the antidote. And again, I don't even really fear all these bigger teams like Chelsea, Man City. When things start running up and Gyökeres starts firing, things will be different. I don't know about you.
It's our season to lose, says Boy 10. That seems to be the general consensus. Even the most positive of positives are saying if he doesn't win this year, then the common denominator is him, and then he must go. I rate the squad, I rate the team, but I like most, I have concerns, about here's okay. And don't take this the wrong way, right? This might come out as being negative, right? But I think at some point throughout the course of this season, this campaign, the fact that we don't have an out and out left winger at the club will show its head. I do believe that. I do believe that we're going to go into games where Eze might be off of it. Bukayo may not be having his best game, but we're going to have like a shit right back for the other team that can be got at. And Trossard, Martinelli won't be able to unlock him. Over the course of a season, I think we will have issues with our left.
But Martinelli has been. I mean, he's been ran his head here and there.
As a substitute,
goals scoring a few
when he
goals
comes on against tired legs, when he comes on against tired legs, he's very useful. Just like Trossard, when Trossard comes on as a sub, he's very useful. Like the Newcastle game, prime example, the one where he hit the near post. I think the substitute version of Trossard scores that because he makes better decisions. You probably go far post and beat Nick Pope. But when he starts, he just seems to have this insatiable appetite to prove that he's a starter, that he makes the game difficult for himself. But when he comes on as a sub, he looks. It seems like he needs to be on the bench watching for the fire to be lit in him. Either he is real good at handling criticism, or he is real bad at handling praise. Because when the manager praises and rewards him with a start, he makes a meal of it. So but against Newcastle, when I saw him on the left wing, that's the game that I'm talking about. It's that left wing position can be costly for us because
I have two questions for you, my brother, man.
Yeah, go on.
I wanted to ask you about this. Kai Havertz comes back after the international break. I have two questions for you. Kai Havertz comes back after the international break. Yeah. What do you do to this team, knowing that Victor Gyökeres isn't firing on all cylinders? For instance, I'll give you perspectives to this for you to be able to give me this answer. If Gyökeres plays in that Fulham matchup, doesn't score a goal, and is taken out in that game in the 65th minute, and Kai Havertz comes in and scores a double, what automatically comes to your mind? Do you think it's competition? Do you think Kai Havertz should start games? What do you think?
If Gyökeres goes these next 4 games and does not score, then Mikel Arteta is well within his right to take him out and play Kai Havertz. That's my position, right? As much as I might malign Havertz, or as much as I love Gyökeres, and I think Gyökeres is the better striker. If you're going to run a meritocracy, you can't go, because he's 6 scoreless now. That would be 10. If he goes 10 games scoreless, then I can't blame the manager for pulling you out. And if the other guy comes in and then bangs, and the manager says, okay, you bang, you're going to keep your position. Okay, he keeps his position. You get out of the form, then you get pulled out the firing line. What he has to find the balance. This is the part that Mikel has to find the right balances, right? The game against Athletic Bilbao at the Emirates, when Gyökeres scores 2-0 up, Havertz comes on the pitch, and then he picks the ball up at the half line and runs the length of the pitch and scores that. I don't think a Kai Havertz who doesn't know that his position is under threat scores that goal. He made his mind up that he was going to put that ball in the back of the net. Absorb contact and didn't go down. Absorb contact and still put it in the far. And that a motivated Kai Havertz can actually help the team. In that capacity, he is useful. But I'm not going to blindly defend Gyökeres just because I didn't want Kai Havertz. if he comes in, if Gyökeres does not score over these next 4 games and Kai Havertz is fit, which I think he is because I think he's touching grass right now, then the manager is well within his right to do so.
Okay. Okay.
You know?
Now the second question is our midfield. Yeah. Now that Odegaard is out, Now is out right now, and we have clear lapses through that left hand side. Yeah. What should be our starting midfield? Mostly with that changing dynamics between Zubimendi and Declan Rice. We saw when Zubimendi was kept in that bench against West Ham, we saw how well Rice played in that six. And then when Zubimendi came on, he controlled the game from that position, from that sixth position, and allowed Rice to just move forward to do his thing. What should be the balance right now that Odegaard is out?
Zubimendi, Rice, or Eze. That's it. That's I think that midfield.
Zubimendi, Rice,
Yeah.
Eze.
Especially against the tougher teams.
Who stays at the top of the midfield, Diamond?
It's going to be Rice, but I prefer I prefer Zubimendi because he's a better passer of the ball. He's better. It's better technically. I think Rice actually will do his best work as the cleanup man. Break up play, pass the ball to Eze, pass it to Zubimendi. In those tight spaces of the pitch, Zubimendi has more. He was the one who set up the last goal. He was the one who passed the ball over the top to Timber to draw that penalty. He's very good at passing the ball. Yeah, he's very good at passing the ball. Declan,
but again, sometimes in that 8th position, is a monster. I mean, look at him.
Yes.
I mean, just roll up, into that West Ham box. Most of the time, you would just see him rolling up there untouched. No one wants to intercept him because he's a big, strong guy. He's the kind of guy you want in your attack.
Yeah, against the bigger opposition, that should be our starting midfield if Odegaard is out. Now, in a mid to low block teams, like say for example, Sunderland at the Emirates, Burnley at the Emirates, or Wolves, then I would be okay with Rice or Zubimendi sitting, and then Ethan and Eze, where we know we're going to dominate the ball.
So Merino doesn't even make it to any of your permutations in the midfield.
Not as a starter, no. He's a fantastic substitute. Depth, quality depth.
Oh my God, bro! You've totally forgotten how he bailed you out at Newcastle, man. Well,
quality depth, but
if this guy is banging in goals in Spain, why are we struggling to actually make use of him and actually? I mean, just
because the Spanish national team has fantastic wing play that creates space for him. Because Lamine Yamal is on one side, and Ferran Torres is up there, who drifts out wide. They actually play open, expansive football. They don't just recycle it, horseshoe, round, because all those ballers have tech. I think Marino got subbed out at halftime in what game? Was it the Newcastle? No, it wasn't the Newcastle game. What game was it that he got subbed out?
Man City game.
Man City game, yeah. So
it was in the Man City game.
Yeah, in those high performance games where there's legs and mobility in the midfield, I don't think he suits those. But against Newcastle, that header that he steered away from Nick Pope that's a fantastic header.
Fantastic, that's fantastic.
It was a great goal. So as a starter, no, but he comes in. He can come in and see out games if we need, because he is good in the air. He's an aerial monster. I give him that. Good with the ball at his feet on the turn, but he just doesn't have legs, and that's it. We know his profile. That's don't put him in the midfield with like a Liverpool midfield where Gravenberch and Szoboszlai are going to run around him, because those guys have pace and power. But against him, like in this the Bayern Munich game, Kimmich and these other guys, they aren't exactly speed merchants. He could do well in that game when it's all about tech.
In those kind of games, yeah, exactly, yeah. But anyway.
Big up to Sheldon. Say we need Kai right now. Overplaying Gyökeres is not it. We need the variation between the two. Great point. That's a fair point. And here's the thing, right? What I don't want us to start doing is trying to force feed the ball to Gyökeres so he can score. Just play fluid football. The goal will come, because if you start force feeding the ball to him, you become very one-dimensional and easy to defend against. So I just what did you think of that? There's been controversy around the team about Saka should have given him the penalty to get his confidence up. What were your thoughts on that?
Yeah, but again, that was Saka's record. That was Saka's record. Record time. I think how many, bro? How many? I mean, the record he was to broke with that goal, yeah, was to take him over Thierry Henry or put him at par with Thierry Henry. So I think they both discussed it. If that situation comes, these guys, yeah, they do talk behind the scenes, and I think they talked about it, and I heard that Victor Gyökeres said that if that situation comes, he was gonna, oblige Saka to do his thing and step up his record stuff. So I mean, if it was me, I would. If I was the manager again, and again, this boils back to the manager. Yeah, the manager. I mean, he's so vocal, but in things that affect the team, where you're meant to be very, very vocal enough, you're not vocal in those things. Something
Mhm.
like this could actually spark something in Victor Gyökeres and set him up on a goal scoring spree when he comes back. At least that confidence that, oh, I've just gotten a goal through a penalty right now could spore something later on. But again, it is what it is. Again, I still think passes will come to Gyökeres. This is Arsenal Football Club. We always know that chances, I mean, always come by. Those chances will come. It's just for him to take it. And again, it's not the chances haven't come by Gyökeres. Like I've said, in that Champions League game against Olympiacos, balls in behind defenders came in for Gyökeres. He just couldn't get it against West
Yeah.
Ham. Odegaard, caught him a few times with that, long pass here and there, got in behind the defenders. I mean, got in behind Mavropanos and Kilman. But the end product was something, very, very drab and gross. And I understand this. But again, with a bit of competition, when he sees Kai Havertz, who's the manager's favorite, by the
Mhm.
way, when he sees him at the bench, probably in that game against Fulham, maybe that will kick him up the ass and get him to do one or two things more efficiently, yeah,
Yeah.
and effectively.
Yeah. I hear it. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of the charity pen thing because I think Gyökeres wants to do is he wants to score a goal. You can't score a charity pen and do that. That'll be absolute
Uh,
shameless. Right?
that would
So
be
he has
yeah, that would be shameless, bro.
yeah, yeah. So
Exactly. I
he has
wasn't
to
looking at it from that perspective, though.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he has to. But I don't think he wants the charity pen. I actually think he wants to tear the net up the way he scores his goals in Portugal. I think one of the worst things that could have happened to Gyökeres is that we had his former manager to start the season away at Old Trafford, and Ruben Amorim knows what he's good at and knows his weaknesses, and
Hmm.
exposed it in that first game because Delit was just rest. Every time I look, it's a wrestling match.
Oh,
They're all
oh
over
man,
him, and it makes him
they're
uncomfortable.
all over it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so he has
yeah.
to adjust to that, and he has to adapt. But let me ask you about this move to Wembley, man. This how do you think this is going to affect the team, leaving
Oh
the
man,
fortress that is the Emirates that we've never won the Prem at?
so bad days, bro. But again, I mean, bro, it's gonna strain us, man, because there's just something about that Emirates when these teams come to Emirates, the very, I mean, they're shook, and of course, your manager has also instructed them to remove the tunnel. Oh, days,
My
bro.
manager now, yeah.
Mikel Arteta. Oh my days. Mikel Arteta is out here wilding, man. I mean, so that the noise from the fans would actually kind of intimidate the team. All that superstitious stuff. But again, yeah, moving to Wembley. Wembley is also a ground where Arsenal over the years, yeah. I mean, we've been scooping one or two things down there at Wembley. Nobody is shook at the Emirates. Oh,
Yeah, I
really?
agree.
You
I
think
don't think
so?
it's a I don't think because I don't have
You
any
think
emotional
so?
attachment to the Emirates, bro. I'm not gonna lie. And I've
I
actually went to
I,
the
I hear
Emirates.
you.
I've
No, no,
been there
no.
more than
But
I've been to Highbury because I've only been to Highbury twice, and I've been
no,
to the Emirates many, many
emotional
times.
attachment.
Yeah, I
Emotional
feel
is emotional. Well, we're talking about that because you just brought two things down.
mm,
Emotional attachment is quite different from making a place a fortress. They are two
mhm.
different things. Is the Emirate a fortress? You don't need to be emotionally attached to the Emirate. They are two different things.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm emotionally attached to Highbury, of
Hmm.
course, definitely. That's a ground where we won most of our trophies. And I love the ground because it's small, it's compact.
Yeah.
The fans are more nearer
It's
to the
very
ground, so
intimate.
it makes
Yeah,
it
yeah.
it's very intimate. You have that family vibe going on down there. But again, the Emirates is a different place. But Arsenal have turned that place into a fortress on its own. So we could talk about emotional attachment, but that's a different whole story. To you, is the Emirates a fortress of some sort?
The past 3 seasons, yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So
Mhm.
definitely it might greatly affect us moving away from the Emirates. The only thing that I'm a little bit looking at it and saying, you know what, yeah, this maybe might play, to our hand somehow, is that Wembley has always been a place where we've always won. I,
I think
I
it's I
mean,
think
I
it's
can't
important.
remember
If we go there as Premier League champions, I think we'll be okay. If we go there
something
this year
like that.
without winning the Premier League, then I don't think there's any
I don't
competitive
think,
chance.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
bro.
and if they
Exactly.
allow us to use the full capacity, then the only good thing is those people who are waiting 3-4 years on the damn wait list may get like a supplemental ticket, season ticket to go actually see the team play. But other than that, there is
Exactly, bro.
really nothing that it
There's really
offers.
nothing, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I just
yeah.
wish I wish we were prioritized those winning as much as we prioritize, moving and releasing merch and all that
Moving
stuff.
in, yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
starved, Tony. I'm not
It's
gonna lie,
all
man.
to make money, in it. It's all
I'm
to make
starved.
money, in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all
And
to
as I
make
look at
more
this
money.
team, and as I look at this team, Tony, yesterday I was on here with these this world class chat, and we were going through best performances of the season up until um uh match week 7, and I was taking Arsenal players out to get other players in, because even Raya's been a top performer. I've been a critic of Raya because I think he makes bonehead mistakes
Congrats
sometimes,
to
especially
Raya.
on
He just
set
signed a
pieces.
new deal for
Yeah,
Arsenal.
but I was wanting to put Nick Pope in there because Nick Pope has the most clean sheets this season. The chat, which was mostly rivals, were telling me no, it has to be Raya. Okay, cool. Timber universally is getting his flowers now. Gabriel
Mm.
Saliba getting their flowers. I was like, no, Gabriel has been in there. Let's give Mark Gahey a shot. But the chat was like, no, it's been Saliba. So the players are performing well. And someone in the chat, I think it was Boy 10, was asking, hey, where's Eze? I'm like, Eze, I think he starts for every Premier League team, but he hasn't been playing in his correct position. So I couldn't even put him in this team. Weapons of mass destruction, your words, not mine. So so we have to jump a bunker buster. We have to blow it up this season and actually leave the party with
Bro. See ya. Is it wrong when I say that we have some couple of weapons of mass destruction in this team? I mean, let's just look at our back four just for a little bit. Look at Ricardo Calafiori. Here. I mean,
you think
this
he's
will
been
pass
good?
through. But bro, he's the most attacking left back in the Premier League this season. He's gotten into more attacking positions than any other left back in the league this season. I mean, I know this stats, yeah, always fly by, most Arsenal fans' heads, yeah. People just want to see wins, but he's one of the most improved Arsenal players this season. Defensively, last season he was totally out of place. You know he can defend definitely last season, but this season of some sort is, I mean, he's put that defensive solidity as part of his game just a little bit. You can call it 100%. Maybe just stepped up a notch just a little bit, but he's also helping us out more, offensively. He's popping up in all these awkward positions here and there. And
Yeah, he's all over the place,
again,
bro. He's all
he's
over the
all
pitch.
over the place. He's not
I
even
don't know if
our
that's a
left
good
back.
thing.
He's a
I don't know if that's a
midfielder,
good thing.
bro. You can't even call him a midfielder. I'm even thinking because the way I'm really looking at at our left back and our right back right now, and I'm looking at them as inverted wing backs right now. That's how I'm looking at them. I mean, look at Jurien Timber, arguably the best right back in Europe right now, bro. I'm not joking. Name me if we say the Premier League is the best in the world, then name me the best right back in the Premier League right now.
Yeah, no, I said that last year when Trent was here. that Timber that I'm not taking any right. I think Hakimi is better than him globally still. I'm not gonna lie. Like if we were signing Hakimi
Hakimi,
today, yeah, if we signed
Hakimi's
Hakimi today,
form is it has dropped. It's dropped just a little bit,
bro, Hakimi
just a
is
little
class,
bit.
bro. I tell you
It's
what, if
class,
Hakimi came
bro,
to
but
Arsenal,
it's
I
dropped
move
just a
Timber to
little
left
bit.
back because he can play there as well.
He can
He's
play
good
there
over
as
there
well.
too. You know,
He's good
so
over there too. I
yeah,
mean,
so
look at Julian Timber. Look, and again, yeah, people, you know, I don't like Mikel Arteta, but the truth is, the new dimensions through which I'm seeing our left backs and our right back playing is completely iconoclastic. Yeah, I'm seeing Julian Timber not just inverting it, but he's also getting into the final third of our, of our opponents. I mean, look at that game against West Ham. Just when you need your wingers to actually accelerate and do one or two things to help you out, and it's not really ticking. And then there comes that in swinging, in flying Julian Timber, actually encroaching the enemy line, enemy final third. And it's getting fouled in the box. I mean, see, bro, 20 years ago, bro, what am I talking to? 15, 12 years ago, it was completely awkward to see a right back in such positions that Julian Timber is actually taking right now. I mean, it's a sacrilege if you get into those kind of positions 20 years ago. But right now, when I'm seeing this kind of right back here, that it's so different. His work rate is there. He still maintains his speed. He's a goal threat. He has 2 goals already this season. He's popping up in different places all around our midfield. He's popping up in different places all around that right hand side. He's helping out Bukayo Saka, in such a way, in such a fashion that's so confident, and he's getting to the enemy box in such a, I mean, in the flooring. For me, it's just so different. So just imagine Julian Timber running at you. Ricardo Calafiore, who I think is a natural midfielder, is running at you from the other side. And then, somehow our defense just kind of keep their shape with one of our defensive with one maybe Zubimendi just coming back just a little bit, or Declan Rice coming back just a little bit to just sort of defy the midfield, just a little, give us a little bit of protection, while Ricardo Calafiore takes up positions, up there, or Julian Timber is running down there, helping and assisting Bukayo Saka. I mean, these are clearly different things that are helping our team out this season. And I love it. I really love it. Of course, we will have to maintain defensive discipline when we play against more tactical team and team that that can choke that midfield and hurt us badly through counter attacks. I hear you, but
I
it
think
is what it is.
Darren said earlier that he's on 3 yellows already. Like he's 2 away from a suspension because he gets caught out of position a lot. Because, like you said, he's all over the place. I do think at Anfield he had a fantastic game because he kept Mo Salah and Ekitike quiet.
Exactly,
which was I was even more annoyed because once Calafiore is showing that he's having a good game, you don't need Martinelli for extra defensive work. You can go actually attack these men. But goddamn Tony, you're a piece of work, man. I can't handle you by myself. And it's Friday. I usually stream with my brother, the Waffle Down, on Friday. So he's here. The Waffle Down is here.
Oh, the Waffle Down decided to show up.
Waffle Down is here to help me cook you.
I am working, brother.
Yeah. So
I'm working.
Yeah, the Waffle Down is
See,
working.
Waffle Down will just put you into the game straight up. Do you think we're gonna win a title this season? Put your neck on the line, my brother.
As I said before, I'm not too sure, not until about 15, 20 games in. And I've said this before on previous streams as well. I can't just say, yeah, we're gonna win the title after 7 games. My prediction still stands that Liverpool are gonna win this title. I need to have some more. Just because we're at the top of the league right now doesn't mean, yeah, we're gonna go and win the title. Yeah, we're at the top of the league, but I need about 15, 20 games to be like, okay, seeing where we're at. And then, okay, then I'll make another another judgment then. But at this moment, it's too early to be talking like that. What has happened to the football fan these days? What has happened? 10 years ago, 15 years ago, no one used to talk like this. No one used to talk like this. But now you play one game and it's, oh, we're going to win the league. First game of the season, we're going to win the league. Let's calm down a piece, yeah? Let's do what these rival fans don't want us to do and just say, you know what? Let's see. We're going to see where we go. We're seeing we're going to do our thing, and we'll tell you in the next 20 signed games, yeah, or 15 games. But we're not saying nothing now, yeah.
Bant, I'm sorry. Those good old days are gone. Those good old days are gone. I mean, look at Chelsea. I mean, it's pretty simple. Look at Chelsea and Liverpool matchup. I mean, we have Chelsea smashing up Liverpool, and they're all over the internet. I mean, Chelsea fans are never as loud as that. But I mean, it's bro, the truth is out there. They're all over Twitter. They're all over the internet, and they're saying, you know what? Yeah, people counted us out, but you know, maybe we're just still in the mix. And brother, 3, 4. I mean, let's say 10 years ago, it was outlandish to do. But right now, I mean, it's the best thing since sliced bread. These are young, passionate fans, and they want to
hold this. Listen, hold this comment up. Sorry, Tony. Hold this comment up. Hold this comment up.
No, I
hold this comment
not
up.
that difficult.
No, what's no?
Yeah,
are you?
Yeah,
are
exactly.
You,
it's not.
Hold on. Let me land. Are you the Almighty or something that you know what's going to happen tomorrow, bro? Football is subjective, my brother. Yeah, I'm hearing people saying, "Oh, this game's going to be easy. That game's going to be easy," but no one predicted Liverpool to lose to Chelsea apart from me. Yeah, everyone was predicting.
Big one.
I predicted the right score. You can ask my boy up there. Yeah, up there.
That's true. He posted the video.
That, yeah?
He posted the video in the group chat anyway.
Exactly. I don't think some games maybe, but not every game. I wasn't expecting Burnley to put up a fight against Liverpool until that idiot put his hand up and said hello and handballed the bloody ball. It's not as man. I don't think it's as linear as that anymore, bro. I don't think it's as easy to predict like that. Man City struggle in games. We've struggled in games. Obviously, we've won games as well. But it's not so easy to predict. I thought we was going to smack up City. We didn't smack them up. We came and we put our tail between our legs. I thought we was going to go to Anfield and give them a little something, give them the stick.
But Bant, what about the positives in that Man City matchup? I mean, everyone have been talking of how cowardly we were in that matchup. But I mean, when was the last time? Exactly the same kind of question I asked my brother BBK. When was the last time you saw a team play attacking football and won at Anfield in the last 2 seasons? And he hasn't given me a credible answer till now. Good, throw that all away. When was the last time you saw Pep Guardiola keep that kind of?
What's the first question? What's the first question?
It's not a question. I was giving you perspective.
But I need to answer that because the first point. What did you say about Liverpool again? Just what did you say about when's the last time?
I said when was the last time or the last team that went to Anfield and actually played attacking football?
Crystal Palace.
Massively.
Crystal
and
Palace.
Beat. When? What year was that?
When?
What year was that? Was he in the Premier League?
Yes, it was in the Premier League. Eze went there. And what's the other guy? Mateta went
there.
No,
what year? What year was that?
I think that's 2 seasons ago. It might be 2 seasons ago. 2 seasons ago.
No, that should be
Forest.
Like 3 seasons
Forest
ago.
Done the same thing last season as well. They went there and beat them.
And played not beat that. No. That's not the point. No, that's not the point. Played attacking.
They could have won 2.
No. That's not the point. I'm not talking of soaking up pressure. I'm not talking of soaking up pressure and then hitting them on the counter attack. I'm talking about playing free-flowing attacking football and beat Liverpool at Anfield.
PSG.
Oh, bro.
I'm giving you names, brother. I'm giving you names.
No, bro. In the Premier League.
We could have beaten them.
In the Premier League.
Let me finish. Last season in the Premier League, when they kind of like, okay, we've won the league and stuff, we could have went and beat them that game. Because remember, it was 2-2 draw, and Marino got sent off. I think we had the momentum to beat them in that game. But obviously the sending off, we had a chance, I think, that could have made it 3-2 as well in that game as well. Liverpool are not this immortal team that everyone keeps going on about. Yes, Anfield is a fortress, yeah, but let's not make it out that these men, yeah, can't be beat, yeah. Their defense, yeah, is struggling right now, yeah. They haven't got no good backups for defenders right now. Maybe Gomez, but
true, I heard that.
Their wing backs stink a poo, yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Frimpong, yeah, Frimpong for all. You know what? Someone said to me, a Liverpool fan said to me the other day, yeah, big up to the Liverpool fans in the chat as well. And this is no disrespect to
big
your
up
team,
to
yeah.
Liverpool fans.
A Liverpool fan said to me the other day, and he's been watching football for a lot longer than a lot of you man in here, yeah. He said, you know what? Most of our team are attack-minded. Most of our teams are attack-minded. We hardly have any defensive players. So when you have a team that's mostly attack-minded, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's all they know. That's all they're gonna do. So teams have to kind of combat that by, okay, what we're gonna do today? Are we gonna go to Liverpool? We're gonna go wall for wall, or are we gonna just be a little bit pragmatic, yeah, and then, you know what I mean, hit them on the break kind of thing, yeah. This is what Bournemouth done. Obviously, they lost the other day. Forest tried to do that as well. PSG, they gave it a bit of both. Do you understand, yeah? Liverpool are not this immortal team. They're a great team. Don't get me wrong, but they can be beaten at home. And the thing is, yeah, you just have to find the right formula to beat them, because defensively, Gravenberch he's not defensive minded. He's attack minded. They're all forward thinking players. Most of them are forward. Kirkes wants to bomb up the line. Frimpong wants to bomb up the line. Van Dijk, defensive. Keeper, defensive. World class, yeah. Canute, defensive, yeah. Apart from those three, yeah, who else is defensive in their team? Salah's not defensive. Isak's, you know what I'm saying? None of these are defensive minded players, and that's the point I'm trying to make.
I mean, I hear you, man. I hear you, and I, of course, that's what I've spent time telling my brother BBK about this Liverpool team. I mean, BBK said that, you know, he predicted that they were already going to win the league, but, you know, I mean, he gave them 8 over 10, you know, in the summer, in the transfer window.
Why do you say that? Why do you say that?
Right now, he's completely changed his tune. And again, I understand it.
No, I didn't.
No, bro.
Listen,
are you serious?
Every Liverpool
You've not changed your tune about Liverpool.
No. I still think they had a fantastic window. Every Liverpool fan rated their window 8 out of 10. You making it seem like everyone said it was a 5 or 4, and I was over there saying it was an 8 or 10. Now, you know, no. Their window was good, but that doesn't mean I thought Arsenal were inferior to them. That's why I predicted a 1-0 win. What did you predict Arsenal at Liverpool at Anfield? Did you do a prediction?
A draw. No, it was a draw. Okay.
Exactly. I predicted a win. I predicted a win. That's how good I thought I would, in spite of their window and in spite of their players. I thought they were in a position where we could get at them, because I see a 10-man Newcastle scored 2 goals against them, and I seen Bournemouth go down 2-0 and play themselves back into a game. I think we're better than Bournemouth. I think we're better than Newcastle. So logical train of thought. But when the lineup comes out and I see Eze on the bench, of course I'm forced to think like, yeah, I don't think we have enough attacking on the pitch to unlock. And we didn't. We lost the game, didn't score. And Liverpool have only kept 2 clean sheets this season against us and Burnley, the 2 teams who blatantly said we're not going to attack. Every other time they have played football against every other team, they have picked the ball up out the net. And they should have picked it up out the net 4 or 5 times. That's why Alisson got hurt. He broke his damn back carrying their sorry asses at Crystal Palace. Yeah, we could have got at these men. And should we lose the league by 3 points, I would look back at that game and it would burn all over again, because there was an opportunity there. And when they come to the Emirates, it will be a different Liverpool team, a completely different Liverpool team.
It would be a different Liverpool.
Yes.
Oh my God. I mean, why do you have chest? Why do you have chest for another team to be a different team?
Because they have a striker in their team. They have a striker in the team.
We beat Liverpool at home and we didn't win the league. See, this season might be very, very different also. They could come to our home and we'll beat them and we'll see win the league. Anything can happen. I don't want us to just pick that Liverpool. I don't want us to just pick that Liverpool loss and just say, you know, because of that we'll have, you know, we have to sow doubt and it brings out a very big dent on our title credentials. I'm not going to sit down here and say that. That goal that Szoboszlai scored was a worldie. It was I mean, throw that goal away. That's a cool draw. Yeah,
Tony, I hear that.
Because
I hear
we
that.
play them away from home. And
Okay.
and if that was a draw, it should have been, oh, that was a good draw. So there's only a thin line between, you know, winning that kind of game and getting something out of it. But if we got something out of it and Szoboszlai didn't score that well there, it should be, oh, okay, we showed up, down there. We've not lost a game this season. It should be a totally different story. That was a worldie by Szoboszlai.
You know why I'm not buying this whole worldly thing? I'm not buying this. Oh, it was a Szoboszlai scored a worldly. Here's the thing. He could score that worldly. That should have just made the score 2-1. Us. Or it could have made it 3-1. It could have still been a worldie. It could have still been fantastic. But we need to score our goals. You're going to concede over the course of a season. You will. However, that worldly should have just made it 1-1 at worst, 2-1, 3-1 us. Because I think we had enough to beat them. But we left it on the bench. So the worldly is not an excuse. I hear it's a worldly thing. It's a worldly. Teams have scored worldies in a loss. Like Manchester United, when they get back from international break, will concede a worldie to Wirtz, get him off his 009 if they win the game 4-1. They won't care that it was a worldie. But we didn't do our part, you know, and that annoys me. You know,
I hear you. But again, this is what I'm saying. It doesn't stop us. That game doesn't stop us from winning the league. It doesn't in any way. It doesn't stop us. By the way, since after that time, Liverpool have crashed and burned. They're literally struggling to win games. I mean, look at all the games they've conceded this season. Yeah, even to lower opposition. Yeah, they've conceded lots of goals this season. Yeah, and even apart from that, there's no team balance. With them. Salah looks drab. That Frimpong thing is not working. Throw that shit off. It's not working. Yeah. Szoboszlai been playing in right back. You take your biggest muscle in midfield and throw him at right back. It's not working. You need him at midfield where he's best. Where his best of abilities is working. So I mean, lots of criticism for Mikel Arteta, but where's that criticism for Arne Slot? Yeah, when his tactics kind of like backfired. Salah, I mean, people are not seeing Salah in games no more. People don't even fear him no more. In fact, I want to meet Liverpool right now and I will right the wrongs. How about that? People, look at McAllister is having a dross season, calamity season. People, just take context here and just look at Van Dijk and his defending against Caicedo. Caicedo is coming with the ball and someone who we assume is, the best center back in the whole of the league that people like, us Liverpool fans like talking about him and everything. And man is doing the skate dance. Bro, someone is bringing the ball to you. And instead of you to come out and at least intercept, just try. Man is going backwards. Bro, if they continue with that kind of defending in this league, bro, before the end of March, Arsenal would have tied up this title, people. If that defense continues, Arsenal would have tied up this title by March. I tell you, we're in this position right now, and Gyökeres, bro, we're in this position right now. Yeah, I said it. And you know what? Yeah, we're in this position right now, and Gyökeres isn't even firing on all cylinders, bro. What happens when those passes start getting to him? See, Eze has come to the football club, and you know what, people, I don't even really think it's even 80% of what we're getting from him, of what he has given to Crystal Palace. What if we just wait and see what Eze does? Yeah, and when he gives us an 80-90% performance, I still think he's carrying an injury or he's tired or something of some sort. I think he has something with his fitness levels that's giving him problems that we don't know yet. We're not private to that information. Okay, but so when all these guys come back and they're playing quite well, Kai Havertz is coming back after the international break. Nkappi is coming back after the international break. Jesus might be going in January, but he will play for that move to Juventus. Because I heard that Arsenal want to bring Yildiz. So he'll be playing for that move definitely within November, December. He's coming back, people. So, I mean, people don't like playing with their money in it. So Jesus will come back. He'll get a goal or two or something like that for that move. Yeah. See, people, imagine if Van Dijk goes down in that team right now. They have Gomez. Shit. What happens when Konate goes down? What happens when Salah goes to AFCON? So, I mean, people can talk about this Liverpool thing all they want, but we'll see what happens at the end of the season. And the thing that's really giving me this chest right now is because of what Andre Berta. People have completely thrown Andre Berta, I mean, out of the window. We're not talking about that no more. People, what Andre Berta has done in the summer is enough to get us through this season. Take it or leave it. It's enough to get us through this season.
No. I love Berta, but to get us over the line, either Martinelli or Trossard needed to go. We needed to bring in a Rodrigo or someone of similar ilk on the left. I don't believe Eze on the left is the final piece. I still believe that we need a proper left winger.
I think Rodrigo is overrated. I'm sorry, bro.
Whether he's overrated or not, he's better than the two left. He's better than the two left wingers.
No, get me Semenyo.
Oh, so he's not better than Martinelli. Is Rodrigo not better than Martinelli and Trossard?
Bro, I want someone. No. I want the angel that I know. I want the angel that I know.
Hold on.
So I want Semenyo in the team.
Is Rodrigo not better than Martinelli and Trossard? You are someone that is on Martinelli all the time, brother. Yeah, is he not better? Don't talk to me about Semenyo because I love Semenyo as well. But I'm talking about two players in particular. Yeah, is Rodrigo better? Yeah, than Trossard and Martinelli right now?
See, it could be better, but there's no assurances and there's no guarantees that when he comes to this league,
you give my answer,
bro. See, there is no guarantee that if he comes to this league that he's gonna tear shit up. That's the problem, bro. Are you listening to me? I mean, let's go to that. Since you want to get at me, then let's make it open play. I mean, in the summer transfer window, you said you wanted Ritz, at our football club, but man is thinking of the place, at Liverpool, and I've not heard you say a word about that because you wanted him in our football club, but man is thinking of the place.
I still rate the guy.
And again, that's what I'm saying. There is no guarantees. Individual talents could be good out there in foreign leagues, but when they come down here, there's a mental block that could come into play. That's what I'm trying to say. It could be the manager. It could be the physicality of the league. I can't really say that about Rodrigo. I prefer the angel that I know, and the angel that I know right now that will suit us. But in that left and in the right hand side is Semenyo. How about that? How about getting the best?
How's Reinders doing? How's who's the other player as well? Yeah.
It's such a short period to actually claim that Reinders is actually tearing shit up. Yeah, he's been okay. Yeah, he's been good, but he hasn't been over the top. Let's not put it as if it's like Ekitike hitting the ground running for Liverpool.
Ekitike's been good as well, isn't it? You just answered another one for me.
And again, Ekitike, why it works for Ekitike is because he understands the physical. It's because he understands the physicality of the league. Now, Ligue 1, the French Ligue 1, is one of the leagues that you can compare in terms of physicality to the Premier League. So when he's had that experience, it's quite different from an individual
You don't rate that league though, my boy.
It doesn't matter whether I rate it or not. This is an individual player we're talking about. So if Ekitike is more suited to playing more in a very, very physical league, like the French League 1, and he comes down here and he acclimatizes that Liverpool system.
He's been playing in the German league.
But he started from the French League on, so he already understands. He already understands how to use physicality. That was where he got his formative years. So he's more in tune. So he's more in tune with playing physically. So he understands that, and that's why he improved. Just listen to me, bro. We're not fighting.
It's experience. It's not just.
We're just having an argument down here. It's not a fight. So, and then he goes to Germany and he develops on that. And then he brings all those experiences that you're talking about, both his physicality and both the flair he got from German football, and he brings it down here and he's staring shit up at Liverpool. And that's why the player he is today. He's in tune with that physicality. So I mean, we can talk about Rodrigo all we want. Yeah, I like Rodrigo as a player, people, but that's in that Real Madrid team. I don't know what happens when he comes down here. I've
You know what happens when Semenyo comes to Arsenal?
When he comes down here.
You know what happens when Semenyo comes to Arsenal? Because playing for Bournemouth and playing for Arsenal, because we've seen Kirk.
He's gonna tear shit up, bro. He's gonna tear shit up, bro. He's gonna tear shit up because this is the Premier League. He's in tune with the physicality of this league. It's a special player. I mean, what do you want? Hold up play. Oh my days, bro. He's in terms of scoring award. He's very physical, bro. He's a brute. That's what I want in my team. So see, Bant, yeah, I'm tired of all this Rodrigo, all these foreign players. I mean, let's get players that play in Britain. How about that? Let's get players that play in Britain. How about that? That can tear shit up, literally tear shit up in the league. Look at his GA, bro.
No, we can't. You can't do that. Because here's the thing, Tony. There's different pressure at Bournemouth. Because if Semenyo goes 6 goals scoreless at Bournemouth, no one cares. He goes 6 minutes and don't score at one of the big clubs. People be like, oh, heavy touch, gave the ball away in the 35th minute, was out of position, offside. Brother, there's different. And I've seen Rodrigo play at the highest level under immense pressure. It don't get more pressurized.
Bro, that's Real Madrid. Bro, that's Real Madrid. Bro, that's Real Madrid. You,
but I'm saying,
as a player, can actually go to Real Madrid and you can actually make impact. You win trophies. You make impact. You know why? Because you have a whole goddamn apparatus that can actually help you to win games and win the league and win the biggest competition.
We have those same apparatus, though.
Now, come on, bro. Not Real Madrid level.
No, but we have enough to
Real
win this league.
Level,
we have enough to win this league. Yeah.
I mean, that's the season, isn't it? That's the season, because of what we've acquired, isn't it? I'm talking of Real Madrid that has won the La Decima, that has won lots of titles in Europe here and there. I mean, come on, man. We have a Vinicius Jr. who actually scored a hat-trick against the Man City in the Champions League final. That's what I'm talking about, yeah? But again, you cannot literally say if he comes down to this league, yeah, that he will completely tear shit up, because I've seen the best of the best come to this league and actually shudder.
Yeah, but what do you say to the point that
Diego Forlan come to this league and look like complete garbage? I've seen Shevchenko come down here and stank up the place. So let's don't act as if, I play for Real Madrid and so therefore it gives me a kingly right to come to the Premier League and tear shit up. No, it's not done like that. So in that case, in those special cases, I would prefer someone who I think can actually light shit up, that I've seen, that understands the league. I can actually get what we want at that point.
Where did Odegaard come from?
Bro, okay. How is he faring at Arsenal? How is he faring?
But you rate him. You rate him highly.
You're going below the belt. I rate you high, bro. That's a low.
I don't think he does.
Even Bant knows that that's
he don't.
Okay, I must have misunderstood you earlier.
Come on, man. You have lots of respect, man. Come on, bro.
I must have misunderstood you earlier when you were speaking of Odegaard. Because, take Odegaard out of it. Waffle Down made the point earlier about Mosquera, because you praised Berta for that signing. How was he handling with the physicality and all this stuff? And it's a very small sample size because we didn't know much of him. Yeah. And he's come to the Premier League and he looks in certain games, he's looked better than Saliba.
Bro, this is a young player, Spanish international under 21.
Rodrigo is 23 years old, bro. Not old. Rodrigo is 23, 24 years old. He's not old. So bro, the age thing don't run.
This same Tony guy was calling for Rodrigo before the start of the season as well,
But
did he?
But again, Bant. No, I hear you, Bant, yeah. But again, you have to put the perspective through which we were talking about this thing. We were talking about bringing in AJ or bringing in or Rodrigo. Have we totally forgotten about all these things here? Have we forgotten
we
about
want Eze in the 10 though, don't we? We want Eze to play in the 10, not on the left.
Yeah, but we know that Mikel Arteta has his favorite down that 10 area in it. So we weren't even really talking about Eze in the context of from a number 10. We were actually talking about Eze from a context of playing from the right or from the left-hand side. Anyone who is saying that they were thinking of Eze to come to the league and play, to come to Arsenal and play in that number 10 is lying, because Odegaard is the manager's favorite in that number 10 area. We were all talking about Rodrigo and bringing conversations about Eze. And at the end of the day, me and you actually talked about Eze. We wanted here. Even the same question me and you were talking about.
That was
yeah. Of course, me and you talked about it.
Yeah, but what I wanted to say, and what my question was initially is, Rodrigo is better than, is Rodrigo better than Martinelli and Trossard? And if there was an option to get Rodrigo, I'm selling Trossard or whoever I need to sell to bring Rodrigo in, because yes, Semenyo, listen, ask BBK what I said. Ask BBK, what I've been saying about Semenyo. I've been talking about this player for the longest time now. He's my witness. I've been talking about him, and I will take my guy, do you know what I mean? Pause, I will take Semenyo. Do you know what I mean? I'll take him, but you know what I mean? I was asked a question between those two players, who I would take, and I have to be realistic here. I have to go for the player that's like world class. I have to pick the world class player. How many world class players do we have in our team?
Bro, we can. I mean, that word world class has been thrown around so easily. I mean, see, it's okay.
But you know a world class when you see a world class player. You know a world class player when you see a world class.
I hear you, but he has only proven himself in Real Madrid, and right now he's being benched. Why would I want to take a benched player and bring him to Arsenal? But again, that's a different perspective altogether. He's made his mark at Real Madrid, but I've also told you, Semenyo can actually go to Real Madrid and make his mark right now and win a couple of trophies and win the Champions League and win and actually win the Spanish La Liga. He can hold his own down there. That's what I think. So, I mean, let's leave this Rodrigo thing, bro. Let's leave it, bro. If he comes down here, he might struggle. I mean, does he even have the match fitness to even play right now for us? Seriously, he's been benched, bro. He's no more the king as he's no more the prince as he used to be in Real Madrid. Match fitness probably doesn't have much of that. Psychologically, what happened to him in the summer is kind of like disturbed him, And again, how do we know that Arsenal didn't even really have conversations with Real Madrid about this guy?
No, I heard that he was going to come to Arsenal. I heard from one of the ITKs that he was going to come to Arsenal. He wanted to come to Arsenal. I heard
maybe there was something. Even his agent were even poaching a move down to Manchester
Marin or something like that. Yeah.
Something like that.
Question, scenario for both of you. Carlo says, "Hey, you don't play, you don't get selected for the World Cup squad." Xavi says, "Yeah, I'm not really playing you. You're playing about 15 to 18 minutes a game." Carlo says that's not enough. January, he pushes for a loan move to Arsenal. You taking him, yeah?
Taking him straight away. I'm taking him, brother. Serious.
Tony, you don't think he's an upgrade on Martinelli or Trossard on the left side?
No, this is the problem. Why would we see an opportunity, a market opportunity, to go and get Semenyo right now in January, when January approaches, and bring him in January with big time money, What will be the need of bringing in Rodrigo? Bringing in Rodrigo would just...
Because we're going for the league, that's why. We're going for the league title.
I hear you, but Semenyo can also help us.
That's a message to Liverpool.
Semenyo can also help us in that fight.
Okay. Let me ask you both a question, yeah? Because put your rival hat on for a moment, yeah? We buy Rodrigo, yeah, or we get Rodrigo in January, yeah. What do the other clubs start to look at us now? They're already telling us we've got the best squad in the land. So they see a Rodrigo coming to the team now. They're going to be like looking at us, because if Rodrigo goes to a Liverpool, we're going to be doing the same thing. That's the title done. Rodrigo, Isak, Wirtz, Salah, Gravenberch, McAllister. That team is looking like a crazy team. So why for us, if we bring in a player like that, that shows intention in my eyes. Then I will start to believe. I'm not saying that we can't go and win the league. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying, if we bring in someone like that, of that caliber, that says a lot about Arsenal.
I mean, see, brother, see, Waffle Don, yeah, big up to you, yeah. I completely get what you're trying to say. But, I mean, if we have a market opportunity of bringing in Semenyo, I think it's a no-brainer bringing in Rodrigo. That's what I think. That's what I feel.
Bring in whoever. Bring in one of them. Bring in one of them. I don't mind. I'm not saying like I'm not taking like, you know, my guy. Yeah, what's Semenyo's first? What's his first name? I can't remember his first. What's his first?
Antoine. I don't know.
Antoine. Yeah, bring Antoine.
Antoine.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
You know, you could easily get stuck with that second name. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you might stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But listen, I'm not opposed.
That's what we need.
I rate both of those. I rate both of them. But LFC just brought up something really, you know what I mean? Really interesting. So,
but wait, because you were talking about this Rodrigo thing, and they asked that question. Yeah, what about Ritz? That it was all written in the stars, for him to be the next big thing in Liverpool. Yeah, when they brought him in, statement signing. Oh, it would be like the same thing like with this Rodrigo. But what happens when it doesn't work out? And
so that's the problem.
And that's the bigger problem. And that's the bigger problem. And you know what? Yeah, the argument. And you know what, Bant? Yeah, the argument. Yeah, about Ritz. Yeah, might not even really be visible. The same thing with Rodrigo. If we're winning games, it is when we start losing games and start dropping points that becomes more visible. Look at Ritz at the start of the season. They were winning these games. They were struggling, winning this point. But no one wanted to really come out and critique him. But when the points started to be dropped, when they started conceding goals, when it wasn't enough time, Liverpool fans right now are like zombies right now. They just want to eat each other and talk to each other and want to eat each other just because of this Ritz guy. It's now become pronounced because they're losing games and they want to win. And the most expensive.
Can I just say something quickly? Can I just say something?
Can't even bail them out.
Can I just say something?
We go get a Rodrigo and it doesn't work out in this team. That might also be the same lockdown might have to pass through.
Let me just say something quickly. Yeah. If Liverpool beat Man United after the international break, and Wirtz breaks his duck after the international break, everything what he done before is forgotten about. You know, Liverpool are back, so we have to, like, it's not even 10 games yet. You know what I'm saying? Thierry Henry didn't score after 7-8 games. Yeah, players will take time to adapt. Gyökeres is taking time to adapt. Other players take longer than other players. It doesn't mean that they're an actual flop right now. Yeah, we can laugh at them as much as we want at the moment, but I do feel Wirtz at some point will come good. I hope he doesn't. But these players ain't, you know what I mean, good for nothing. Do you know what I mean? These are good players, and Slot just needs to get it right. Their manager just needs to get it right. Big up to Hanno in the building. Big up to my brother.
Big up to Hanno in the building. Can you pull up the comments you removed, BBK? Yeah, Bant, you were saying something.
Sorry. No. I finished what I was saying.
Okay. NFC Monster says here, it says Semenyo's Prem provenness is higher and better than Rodrigo's UCL experience in performing in big games.
He's asking a question.
Yeah, he's asking a question.
Because I think you alluded to Semenyo's performance in the Prem as to why you would take him over Rodrigo. And he's saying, because I've seen Rodrigo put man of the match performances with Modric on the pitch, Valverde on the pitch, Vini on the pitch. The boy, under pressure, he performs at the highest level. So it undoubtedly, he improves our team, our squad. And Tony, let's just say the injury gods are kind to us between now and the rest of the season, and everyone comes back fit. You assume that, you know, Madueke comes back, Jesus comes back, Havertz comes back, and Capia and all these men, and that's enough to win the Premier or the Champions League. Yeah, is that why you're saying we don't need a Rodrigo?
No, that's not complete.
I think his preference. I think he has a preference.
Exactly. That's why I said Semenyo. So you just leaving it open-ended like that.
Yeah, but Semenyo's not leaving in January. The scenario I put forth was he's not playing to get into World Cup squad, and there's a loan move opportunity in January. Because Semenyo's not leaving Bournemouth in January. It's not happening. There's a higher chance of Rodrigo looking for minutes.
How do you know? Money moves things. Last time I checked, this clubs want money. If you go and drop 110 million, bro, what are we talking about? Who told you that he can move in January? Oh my day, bro, are you new to what?
Arsenal signing
with 110 million pounds, you seize him away from what? What are we talking about? I've seen lots of players coming for Chelsea Football Club in the January transfer. What are we saying?
Who moves for big money in January?
To Arsenal.
Bro, we don't even have to complain about the money. The money is there. Me and you have stayed in. You guys know, me and Banks have, this long legendary show together. We've talked about this thing before. Arsenal will come out and say they don't have money. Oh, but they had the whole money to bring 8 players in the summer transfer window. Bro, there's money. Merch has been served. Bro, come on, man. We're thinking of redeveloping. And expanded the Emirates. The money is there. We have the money. We can go down there and drop that 100 million pounder and bring this guy in. Easy. No problems, bro. Easy. And we get him. And the truth of the matter is that you guys know, 2 of you know, deep down that we do need that kind of player that has that kind of flair. Like Semenyo, someone you can trust right now what he can do in the Premier League. You know, 2 of you, if you search your heart. I know, see, people, people in the background can look at this thing and laugh to these things, but I know this, my 2 brothers here. Deep inside, they know they want someone like Semenyo. They know it. Know it. Not after watching that Bournemouth goal, BBK. Come on, bro. Not after watching that goal he scored last weekend. Come on, man. I know you like Semenyo. I know you love this guy. Come on, bro. What are we talking about? Deep inside, you know you want that guy that will just come and hit the ground, run it, and has the pace. Okay, good. Rodrigo, Semenyo. What does Rodrigo have as a player? I'm not talking of winning trophies with Real Madrid, because if you take a player with similar abilities and go to Real Madrid, he'll come up with the trophies. He'll come up with the Champions League. And LFC Monza, that's the difference. When you put a player that has individual qualities of the same ilk of a Rodrigo and tuck him into that Real Madrid team, he's going to perform. He's going to win trophies at the end of the day, because you have a whole apparatus and a goddamn managing crew that can actually win you trophies. So that answers your answer. Throw that all away. What does Semenyo doesn't have that Rodrigo has as an individual player that would suit him more in this Premier League than Semenyo?
Who are you asking? Who asking?
2 of you. 2 of you.
That's a good question. That is a very good question. I would say, do you know what? Both. I would say Rodrigo technically is a better baller.
Really?
Maybe,
I think technically Semenyo is better too.
No, Semenyo is good technically, but I think Rodrigo. Yeah, Rodrigo is technical, man. I think he's better than him. He's got good all-round ability. Obviously, the physicality, he hasn't got the same physicality as obviously Semenyo as well. Quick link-up play. I think Semenyo is more... He creates his own opportunities, doesn't he, Semenyo, isn't it? He creates his own opportunities. You know what? The goals last season, I think he scored 11 goals last season. Look at me, I'm making a case for this guy already, you know. I think he's got 6 this season already, isn't it? Is it 6? 6 goals?
Yeah, he got 9 GA.
He's got
9 GA as well.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what? There's a good case for Semenyo as well, bro. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
There is definitely a
very
high case.
That GA is insane.
I'm not saying he's improved year on year as well. I'm not,
bro.
Yeah.
Okay, but, you know, who's performing at Bournemouth and performing at Real Madrid?
Who's
Tony,
big game player?
It's opportunity. It's the no.
Who's not a big game?
Respectfully, Tony.
Like hitting out this low blow.
No. Respectfully, performing. Yeah, performing at Bournemouth, AFC Bournemouth, and performing at the Bernabeu are different levels. Yeah, different levels. I'm telling you, if Rodrigo was the starting left winger for Real Madrid and he goes 3 games without scoring, he's hearing it. Semenyo at Bournemouth can go 10 games and not score. No one will give a damn. Different levels of pressure. Night and day.
Bro, yeah. I mean, what you've just alluded to right now is you're actually saying that players don't come into the limelight with different parts. The parts you've passed through in life is quite different from the parts I've passed through. The parts Bant as a man, at least I know Bant has been my friend, you know, for more years though. You know, I know him, passed through a lot of stuff. So it's the party is passed through quite different. I mean, you don't just lump these things together, man. Different players pass through different parts to get to wherever they want to play. It happens that right now that we have a player who's passing through his own path through Bournemouth. That's what I'm talking about. That's simple as that.
Tony, I'm not doubting that Semenyo is a fantastic player.
Was got directly from Brazil. That's his own path. Then
I
what
think he's
happens
a
when
fantastic
Semenyo
player,
gets through that path and gets to a Real Madrid, gets to a Liverpool, gets through a Man City? And this is what is going to happen. We Arsenal fans arguing with each other. Why will leave Man City and Liverpool to actually just go for this guy and take him on? And when he starts banging goal, and then why did we? Me, 3 of us argue each other, want to bang our heads, you know, against each other. And bro, Man City or Liverpool is going to take this guy. While we're here bickering about this guy, they're going to take this guy out of our clubs, bro. And I think Arsenal can get any player we desire right now.
Who's better in a low block? Who would be better in a low block though? If you chose between both players, who's better in a low block? Because Rodrigo's technical ability is crazy, bro.
Yeah, and he sees more low block than Semenyo.
When you say low block, I mean explain that further.
10 men behind the ball.
Exactly. Okay, 10 men behind. Okay, because that's a defensive tactic.
2 banks of 5, yes.
Bournemouth, Semenyo likes space in behind, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Rodrigo creates his own space because the tech is on.
Semenyo too creates his own space too, and
but space is always there because he doesn't play in a low. He doesn't play in a team that teams don't exactly sit back against Bournemouth. If you get my drift, so there will be space there by default. Yeah, Rodrigo players like Ozil, players like Neymar, who wasn't fat, who didn't use their speed to beat people, play the game at their own pace because they know you can't take the ball off of them. Even that
But again, how many times does Arsenal play in a low block? Come on, man. I mean,
we play low blocks.
We face low blocks.
Yeah, we face low blocks.
So Semenyo comes first for all that space.
How many times then? How many times do we play in a low block?
Most games, apart from the big teams like City, even City done a low block against us. 8 men behind the ball.
Did we go on a low block against West Ham? Did we go on a low block against Leeds?
No. Teams we face.
West Ham was in a low block against us.
It's teams that play low blocks against us, not the other way around.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So why are we putting Semenyo and Rodrigo into that conversation of who is gonna
Oh,
be?
who's the better player
Who's
against
who's the
Oblox?
better?
Yeah. Sorry, not in a low block.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah, against.
Sorry. Yeah. I get it now. I get it. I'm sorry. I get it. Yeah.
So
But Rodrigo has that flair in it. To be very sincere, he has that flair with him. He has that swiftness, that quickness. But that's due to his body size. You know, he's this kind of like miniature, kind of like player that can move, you know, easily. But of course, Emmanuel is this kind of bulky kind of player, but has lots and lots of physicality with him. You know, that kind of player commands like 1 to 2, 3 players trying to grapple with him. So therefore, it really opens up spaces. I mean, see, it's almost just like what I told BBK, you know, in the middle of the show. We now have Gilkeres who would actually command like 2 to 3 players, actually double up and triple up on him, and actually free up Bukayo Saka. That's what's really happening. So that's why other people can be able to get goals around him. Martinelli can get goals. Bukayo can cut in and get goals because everyone who really understands the way Gyökeres plays knows that, we have to close in on him. You have to double up on him, block those chances away from him. And it's opening up for people like Saka and other people who want to score goals for us. But again, Semenyo, I think I think he would take 1 to 2. I think he would take 2 to 3 players with him in a low block.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, I definitely have Semenyo over Martinelli on Trossard every day of the week. I'm fine with that. You know, it's cool. I just think if you're comparing it to, I think Rodriguez is the better player over body of work. But I think Semenyo is really good because if you look at Semenyo's numbers last season and you look at Sadio Mane's season before he left Southampton to go to Liverpool, they're identical.
Exactly.
Not saying that he's Sadio Mane's level, or he can get there, but they're identical. But before we get out of here, man, Tony said something earlier that made my head go like this when he said, XYZ, we could have this title wrapped up by March. That implies to me that you're only looking at Liverpool and not looking Man City. We're only 3 points behind.
Oh, don't do this, BBK. BBK, don't do this. BBK.
Doing it.
You've gone to the lowest. You've gone to the lowest point.
Okay, why did you say that? Why did you say that, Tony? Why did you say we could have the
where is that Don DeMarco sign you're always giving? I mean, all those Big Meech and all those, bro. Now is the time you play the music. Maybach music, bro. We went back.
Where's Eros, man?
Tony, why did you say that? Why did you say that we could have the league wrapped up by March?
That
means you're only looking at Liverpool.
Man City, that everyone, including you, condemned. There's no title for these people. Suddenly, you're mentioning their names. Oh my God! Oh, that's a low blow. Don't do this. I mean, just stick to Liverpool. Just stick to Liverpool.
So you're overlooking City. So you're overlooking City then. If we're just sticking to Liverpool, City are not in this title race.
Bro, when I saw City, when I saw Pep Guardiola come and defend the way he did at the Emirates, I knew it was finished. Against an Arsenal side. He is always beaten all through these years of his trophy-laden years at Manchester City. When I saw them do that, where they had 10 men behind the ball, it's over. It's over. Don't do this, bro. Don't do this. I mean, there's more credibility in talking about Liverpool and how they can come back than bringing Manchester City into the equation altogether. Bro, those mans here were beaten by Brighton. And what did they lose to again? It was one of that team, bro.
I wouldn't write off Man City just like that. I wouldn't write them off.
Bro.
They've got
3 points behind us. They're 3 points behind us, bro. It's not like we have daylight between us and them.
Remember the Sharks, Remember the Sharks that season when they were chasing us down, Remember that.
Is it the injury?
But that season is gone. That season is gone.
I know. Who won the title?
The spearheaders of that Shark Tank have already disappeared.
And when do the Sharks get going? When do the Sharks usually get going?
I mean, we can talk about all the Sharks all we want, but we know that the big Sharks have left the football club. Yeah, the henchman is already gone. Kevin De Bruyne, who would hunt
They
us
still
down.
got a manager
He's
though.
gone.
They still got great manager.
They got that manager, but when we see a Pep Guardiola team come to Arsenal, yeah, and in the second half get a possession base that's totally down the gutters, 15% of the ball possession, bro. Below 15% of the ball possession in the second half, bro. People, man, I mean, come on, it's finished, bro. Those guys can't win the title. I mean, it's more credible. See, BBK, it's more credible for you to talk up a Liverpool comeback. It's more better in this space here to talk about a Liverpool comeback. You know, towards the middle of the season, in December, in January, than you bringing up that conversation about a Manchester City winning the title this season, bro. Bro, don't do that. Yeah, we can talk about Haaland. I mean, we can talk about Haaland scoring goals. He looks more leaner, you know, than last season. He's now scoring goals in his wise. It looks good. It looks back right now. But again, I don't think the apparatus he has around him is just enough to just win them that title. They're gonna miss that. They're gonna miss that Kevin De Bruyne thing going on for them and defensively.
Do they lack experience? Do they lack experience?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Down the back line. Definitely. They're all over the bro. Can't you see his defense in the Premier League? Bro, they all look clueless, bro. All of them are clueless. Man City's defense is shambolic, bro. They're gonna concede goals this season, bro. And that's the difference between them and Arsenal, bro. We've only considered one open play goal, bro, in all competitions this season, bro. I mean, I thought BBK just flew over, bro, because you know, BBK is always looking on how to punch me and it's night out, yeah. So some things just fly over. Bro, Arsenal have only conceded. People, are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? This is what you get when these three brothers, I mean, just chill, yeah, people. See, people, tell BBK, don't bring up this Man City conversation. We're not doing this, bro. We're not doing it.
I am.
Although I would like to hear your perspectives, though.
Yeah, but the thing is, I can't. You talk about our defense, but Man City's attack have outscored our attack. They scored the most goals in the Premier League. We've seen teams outscore teams.
But we second, bro. Don't act as if we're not shooting. Don't act as if we're not shooting. We're shooting. Yeah. We're shooting, bro.
Okay, Tony. Do you think it's plausible? Do you think it's possible we could? You think we could drop points against Fulham? Do you think it?
No. We're not dropping points with all this.
We drew against them last season, though.
Yeah, exactly. But again, West Ham took points away from us last season, bro. See, bro. We've corrected that this season. Back-to-back meetings at the Emirates, West Ham have taken points away from the Arsenal, including the one where they wrestled points away from us last season and smacked us up last season on our home turf, bro. And you know what that sent? I mean, that sent, a big message and kind of derailed our season, title over, everything over. We corrected that this season. Do you know why? It's because of Andre Berta magic. And it's very funny when people just don't talk about what he has done this in the summer transfer window as a basis for us to win something this season.
You know what? You can't do the fixture for fixture thing, because you talk about we corrected that, but we broke something else, because last year between City at home and Liverpool away, we got 4 points from those two fixtures. This year we got 1.
Yeah, this year we got 1. But who's stopping the table now? But who's stopping the table now?
Tony's 1
Who's
point.
league leaders now? Bro, you're doing all these permutations and all these things, but we're leading the league. What are we talking about?
It's 1 point. It's 1 point. Oh my days!
We're leading the table, bro.
So if you can see Liverpool turn a 6-point lead into a 1-point deficit in 2 games, lets you know that a 1-point lead is nowhere near safe. Because a 5-point lead wasn't.
I mean, I hear you, but again, that's what I told you. You have to put perspectives to who had the hardest starts to the season. And you said it doesn't really matter. But again, let's ask our brother back. Do you think it really matters that Arsenal I've gone to Manchester United, to Old Trafford at the start of the season, gone to Anfield, play our big rivals in Manchester City. And, I've also closed up on that game in St. James Park, where we did them dirty in St. James Park, where, by the way, we've always lost all the time. We've gone there. People, in 5 meetings, in St. James Park, Arsenal have lost up to about 4. We've lost up to about 3 people in 4 meetings. And we went down there and then we won. But again, Bant, I'll just throw this to you. Do you think that having the hardest start to the league, and Arsenal is now top of the league right now, do you think it puts any perspective to how far we can go in this league this season? Because BBK is not buying it.
Yes, it does. But my point still kind of like stands that I need to see like 15, 20 games. And if we go back to the 22-23 season, we were amazing that season. Amazing. And then a couple of injuries to key players. And then I know we've got a squad and stuff, but it's that mentality thing that we're going to always be questioned on. Me, you, BBK, we're always going to be questioned as a fan base, as a club, if we can get over the line. So I'm not sitting here and say, you know what? Yes, we can do it, but will we do it? That's the big question, isn't it? But I'm keeping my feet on the ground, man. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not getting overexcited right now.
I hear it.
But again, but again, see, when can we just get back to enjoying games? I mean, Vance, I hear you when you say, I don't want to be carried away and all this thing. I mean, why can't we? The same way you're looking at the perspective of why should we give predictions right now when it's just 7 games? It's also in that same way when you're saying that, we shouldn't just enjoy these games that we're winning right now. I think let's just forget that conversation about, about what's negative with the team, what's positive with the team, and just enjoy our Arsenal winning games. How about that?
I thoroughly enjoy winning games.
Of course.
Yeah. When we win it, let's enjoy it fully. Yeah, let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy it. As a fan base, let's enjoy it.
I thoroughly enjoy it, but
let's get that copium just a little bit. We're one of the most suffering fans in the world. So when we win these games, in Newcastle, when we go to Old Trafford and win, let's suck it all up. Let's just don't look like zombies when we're winning these big games. We just came out a game of Newcastle, and I'm seeing some Arsenal fans looking like, bro, you just won a place where you've not won in three meetings out of 4 games, and you're looking like that. I mean, bro, let's enjoy the games, bro. There's a whole lot of depression out there. Why can't we enjoy these games? Let's look at these games and appreciate that, and say, oh, we won. Let's just appreciate it. Let's not have any agendas. Nothing. I'm not positive. You're not negative. I'm not negative. You're not positive. Let's just enjoy the games as it goes, as Arsenal fans, and support our football club. How about that?
Yeah, you can support the club, but you can also be critical of a team in victory. You can't just be critical of the team whenever we lose, because you can lose, you can win and play badly. Like if you have a game where you play poorly, and
I'm also critical of the team, but I want to enjoy these games.
If there were warning signs everywhere, and you ignore the warning
signs, but I also want to enjoy these games. I want to sit back in my parlor and just enjoy the game and be happy that we won. And again, see, BBK, you better join the train soon, man, my brother, man. You have to join the train soon, bro. I don't want when we're celebrating the title, it's awkward here. When you come to the celebration with me and Waffle TV, done, and you'll be the odd one out of the party. I don't want that, I want when we're both sipping on champagne on that stream when we're playing Crystal Palace in the final game of the season. We might call this panel together again and just sip on something and while we're winning the league, No one will feel okay. I can take the team most or something like that. I mean,
Bro,
come on, man.
I'm thoroughly enjoying the ride, bro. I'm thoroughly enjoying the ride. That's the reason why I've predicted an Arsenal win in every game that we've gone in. That's not someone who is hating how the team is right now. I haven't even predicted a draw yet. Every single game I've predicted an Arsenal win. That's how good I think the team can be on their day. So I'm here for it. But we have tougher fixtures coming up, fixture congestions and that, injuries and that. I'll make those judgments whenever we get close to these games where I really don't think we're going to win this one. But every single game, all 9-10 games that we've played so far, everyone that we've gone in, I've actually confidently believed that we were favorites to win them. So I'm thoroughly enjoying the ride. It's been a long time since I've been able to say that.
Let's start like this. Let's start like this. Band, the next 5 games that we have, for me, on paper, I think they're easy games. Do you think we'll drop points from now till November?
Who's the next?
In our next 5 games.
Are you talking about Atletico or are you talking about just Premier League?
No. Premier League, bro. Premier League.
So we've got Fulham, we've got Palace, and who's the next 3 games after that? Fulham, Palace,
Sunderland, and Tottenham.
Sunderland, Tottenham. That's 4. There's one more.
Chelsea.
Can we win? Yeah. I think we can win all those games. I think we can win those games. It'd be tough. A couple of games will be tough, but I think we can win all those games. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we can win all those games.
Okay.
I'm confident.
BBK. What do you think, bro?
No, you can't say nothing to BBK because he's predicted us to win every single game this season.
Yeah. Are you serious?
Yeah, I haven't predicted a loss this season, bro. Yeah. Even at Anfield, I thought we were good enough to win.
Yeah, you said that instead of the but yeah. So you think we're gonna beat Chelsea then? You think we're gonna beat Chelsea?
Yeah.
Bant, is that game away from home?
That game's a while away though. That game is in November. So we got like 3-4 fixtures, Champions League games. We got
Champions
Brighton.
League games. Yeah,
we got Brighton in the cup. Prior to that,
yeah.
So and this could be a tricky one. It's a cup game. Brighton, they're gonna feel a strong team rotation. Arteta flexing the squad depth and that. It could be a tricky game.
AJ, no one is gonna throw. See, of course, we have a manager that throws his game, and again, this is the thing here. No one can defend this manager. This is the truth. I would never defend this manager because of what he has done. Yeah, the atrocities he's committed. But again, I've said this again and again. This season we have squad depth, so let's flaunt it. One of the biggest reasons why we couldn't cope in this FA Cups and in this Carling Cups is because this manager, number one, disrespected this trophy. But secondly, number 2, we did not have enough personnel to help us out in those competitions. That was the reason why he was saving lots of those players for the big one. Remember the bigger fish to fry all those times? Yeah, that was it. But right now, there's no reasoning behind any bigger fish to fry because we now have a big squad. This manager has the luxury. He's got the luxury right now, to actually rotate that midfield, change it, flip it up the way he likes. We've not even used Max Doman at all. We've not even been stretched to the limit to actually bring in Max Doman to the fullest. This season, right now, as we are right now, that should tell you something. So right now that we have, like for like quality to come in most positions. I didn't say every position, in most positions. When you look at Saliba, we have Mosquera. When you look at Gabriel, Hincapi is there, and people. I know he hasn't played for the football club. Frequently he played only when he's gotten injured. But people, you can attest for his individual character in Bayer Leverkusen. I think he's a great player. You look at Benjamin White. Yeah, he's not really there yet. But again, Julian Timber is a rock. We still have something there. We can see Colin Benjamin White's not such a bad player to bring in a cold night in Brighton to play in the FA Cup or in in one of those rainy days in Forest in the Carabao Cup. See, anything can happen here. And again, we have Ricardo Calafiori, we have Masudi Skelly, who's waiting in the wings to take up his place. When was the last time, bro, Banks, when was the last time we had this kind of quality? When was the last time? We had Odegaard leave that game in West Ham, and bro, we're bringing in Zubimendi from the bro. When was let's say the truth. Forget any negative, forget anything, forget any idea, bro. When was the last time me, you, Banks, yeah, we see our shows together? When was the last time we had this kind of luxury to tap from the bench?
Yeah, so we'll let Waffle Don answer that before he pops up out of here and tell us whatever he got coming up today. I apologize, people, that we didn't have the weekly warm-up, as there are no Premier League games to predict this week, where we're going to allow it anyway. But next week, the weekend warm-up with me and the Waffle Don will be back in full effect when we have games to predict. But yeah, go ahead, Don.
I think we can all wrap up together, though. But the show wrapped on for 2 hours, 41 minutes.
This squad is good as it wants to be, as far as I'm concerned. Just because you have a big squad doesn't mean that injuries won't occur to like key core players in the team. Remember, your core team, it's your core members that are the most important, and everyone around that, how they can fit into the team. So I keep hearing best defense in the league. We didn't win the league for 3 seasons. I'm hearing now best squads in the league. Well, if we're the best squads, by that, we need to win the league, then, isn't it? So I'm not hearing anything else. I don't want to hear best attack next season, and we still haven't won the league this season. I don't want to hear best manager in the league. I don't want to hear best stadium in the league. I don't want to hear best content creator. I don't want to hear nothing like that. Go and win me a league and just bring the title home. That's all I want. But anyway, quickly, just as I was going to say, coming up, because I need to drop off, watch along. I'm going to do a watch along with Big H, Hanno. I'm going to do the Zimbabwe and South Africa game. I just thought I'd just do a little CAF World Cup qualifiers. But later on, 8 o'clock, make sure everyone joins me. 8 p.m. We're going to be talking about the best 5 right backs in the world right now.
Eight's
going on. So make sure you man are at the Waffle Don station at 7:50 or 8 o'clock. Make sure you man are there. My boy Craig's gonna hop on as well. If he ain't slipping, he should be there. But yeah, man, make sure you guys come and join me. Big up to man like Oregon. Listen, guys, I gotta go. I really
big up to Oregon, good.
Peace, people.
Yeah, big up, man. Thanks for dropping in, bro. Thanks, bro.
Of course, man. Love, bro. Tony, tell us what you got coming up, bro. I know your referee season's over. You're back full in the spaces. I know we're gonna catch you
fully, bro. I'm back fully. Yeah. See people, I mean, that's the magic. Me and BBK Sports. See people, I would allow BBK Sports to talk more next week. People. I like stressing this, brother. But see, BBK, because BBK, you've taken serious shots at me, bro. You've taken serious shots at me. So it's only good that I redeem my image in the streets, But the thing there is that I love this show, and my brother BBK. Thanks for the opportunity yet again, and I feel blessed. I'm talking about Arsenal with you, and you allow me to spark my shit up and down. But thanks, bro. Thanks, bro. I really appreciate that. And of course, whenever we come down here, it's magic. You always know that. You always know that. So big ups to the crew. Big ups to everyone who joined us down here. Thanks. I really, really do appreciate it. I'll just end it with this here, people. Arsenal this season, there's something about Arsenal this season, people. It's something different. And it's not from the manager. It's not from Mikel Arteta. Mikel Arteta is not going to win us the title himself. He's not going to do that. He's a failed manager. I actually do think we should change him. But the thing there is that I think that Arsenal brought in individual players in the summer transfer window that would actually change the way that we see Arsenal starting from this season. and we're already starting to see signs. It depends on this manager to just release the handbrake totally, and then we can now see this team live up to what I've alluded them for the past 3 seasons. People, I think we're going to win a title this season, people. I think so. I think so. And it's not due to the manager, but due to the individual quality that we have been able to assemble by Andre Beta helping us out in that summer transfer window. I think we have the most complete team in the league this season, but that's in comparison with Liverpool, what Liverpool have got, and what Man City have got. Man City have a small squad, whether we like it or not. Yeah, they spent money on players, but how many of them have gelled up to actually get to the position that they are right now? I don't really think so. Liverpool is having problems with the most expensive signing in British history. So, I mean, all these problems here are down there with our rivals, while we have already been able to, assemble one of the biggest squad with quality and biggest, weapons of mass destruction this season. So let's see, and let's hope we compound the problems by January by either getting a Rodrigo or a Semenyo, and add it to the team and go do what we do best. That's trying to win the league like old times. Yeah. People, catch me up. Catch me up tomorrow. I'm supposed to have a show today, but because this show was so long, I thought it was going to be for 1 hour. But man, I really stretched it. My brother BBK also accommodated, lots of stuff too. So, big up. So tomorrow, I'll be having a show tomorrow, but that should be a watch along for one of the, I think one of the qualifying games that'll be popping up. I'll let you guys know. Me and Deji Spores will be back on. Actually, me and Deji Spores is tomorrow, people. So catch me and me and Deji Spores will be back on our show Reloaded tomorrow. So catch me and Deji Spores. You guys know it's fireworks. We match each other's energies. That people come watch me and Deji Spores. Yeah, the Tottenham goat himself is coming down to the channel. Me and all of the Fatnik show could get back on Sunday, and then on Tuesday all over again. Arsenal disclosed will be me and Josh True-Gruner on the grind again. We'll be back to the channel. Me and Mark will be back on Wednesday for our show. Me and BBK should be back probably. I want us to be doing a show on Friday most of the time. So on Friday, me and him could be back. But this time I'll allow him just do the show. I just allow him to just talk. Trust me. I just allow him to talk. And me and Oregon Gunner should be on Monday. Oregon, it's held me down for a long time. So
you got Dallas. Said Deji the Tottenham tosser. Yeah, man. Appreciate it. No, I have to correct it. Now, we did not lose twice to West Ham last year, bro. We beat them 5-2 at their ground, is what I was saying. We did not lose twice to West Ham last year. We were up 4-0 at halftime. 4-0. So, that's what I thought you meant, home and away. But yes, people, big up to Tony, the legend. Glad you're back in the spaces, man. Glad you're I know you love the game. I know you love to do the refereeing thing, but we know we love you in these spaces as well. So that's over. So we're gonna take advantage of this free time, if you will, to talk some football. And it's good to engage with Tony when we're top of the league, because you don't forget, you don't let shit go. You don't let anything go. Man be taking receipts, be taking names, and he comes back to clear his name. So I'm here for it. I love it, man. But big up to Tony every single time. Big up to the chat. You guys were amazing today as well. The engagement was off.
What do you have coming up? What do you have coming up, BBK?
I probably
from now till next week.
Yeah, I probably won't stream until next week. Until we get some more news and notes. I'm not big into the international football stream, so I'll consume content during international breaks rather than do it. But yeah, if you got your notification bells on, I'll pop up every now and then. So yeah, man, big up, people. Love for the love, and like I always say, take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time, we are gone.